In memory, we find purpose. We are a Gold Star family, and this is our nephew, Ryan King. His courage, his sacrifice, and his spirit are the cornerstones of Patriot Pride. Founded in his honor, our nonprofit organization is dedicated to serving those who have served us. From financial assistance to housing support, we provide crucial aid to military families, both active duty and veterans, helping to ease their burdens. His legacy lives on in every family we help, every community we strengthen, and every life we touch. This is more than an organization. It's a promise to never forget this is Patriot Pride.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Patriot Pride channel. How are you doing tonight, Mike?
Doing good. I'm glad to be back.
It is so great to have you back. And thank you guys so much. Everybody's been sending prayers your way and your family's way. So
yeah, I saw that. Thank y'all so much.
So real quickly, you might want to just tell them how everything's going.
He's actually home. We're still waiting on some tests to be run, but he's home, and so that's a good thing.
Awesome. That's awesome. So I'm hoping, it looks like we may be buffering a little bit, so we'll give it a second, guys. So anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. It's so good to see you guys. I hope we're not going to have difficulties tonight, guys, but I got the stream playing here, so hopefully we can get through this. Tonight we're going to be talking about the Nancy Guthrie case again. And Mike, tonight we're going to be asking the questions, why are they lying to us? Why do they continue to tell stories that are inconsistent? And I'm so interested to hear what everybody's opinions is and what your opinions are as well, because it almost seems like the more and more that time goes on here, it's been 4 months now, right? Unfortunately for Miss Nancy. But it seems like the more and more time goes by, the more and more. Patricia, all right. It seems like a lot of you guys. Sorry, guys. It seems like a lot of you guys got your packages today. So we got all the orders out. So thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys love everything that you guys got, the barbecue sauces and the shirts and everything. So guys, let me know if we're buffering or anything. But anyway, going back, it's been 4 months, unfortunately, Mike, and it's almost like every day something new comes out, or every other few days something new comes out, and it's almost like we find out, well, why are they lying to us about this, right? So it's just so weird. Yeah, it may be nanos, and I was actually on a panel a little bit ago with Alex, and there's a lot of people that still think he has something to do with this, Mike. I don't know. I think that might be a stretch, but if he has something directly to do with it, right? He may have. Well, obviously, he has something indirectly to do with it.
I don't think he has something directly. I don't think he knew prior knowledge of something happening,
or was actively involved.
Right, but I'm not saying that he. I'll just hush.
Mike's got a very soft voice tonight, so. Hey, everybody, it's so good to see everybody. I thank you guys so much. And I got a great surprise for everybody. If you guys have not heard, Fat Redile, shout out to Fat Redile, awesome dude. I mean, an awesome dude. He created a song for us, Mike.
Okay.
And it is badass, dude.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it's awesome.
So we're going to listen to it now?
No, we're going to listen to it here in just a few minutes. I'm going to let.
Well, you can't say that and then I'm
going to let a few more people get in here because
my gosh.
I'm telling you, it's worth it. And everybody needs to hear this, guys. Hello, everybody out there. You guys put in the chat where you guys are watching from tonight. We'd love to know where you guys are watching from. We got a lot of people coming into the room, and again, welcome. And if you're here for the first time and you're not aware of who we are, we're Patriot Pride. We're a nonprofit. Everything is dedicated to my nephew Ryan King. We lost him in Iraq, and so everything's dedicated to him. Like I said, we're a nonprofit, and we give back to military families in need. So we appreciate you guys so much. If you're here for the first time, or if you have not hit the subscribe button, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. And guys, hit that like button. I don't know how many likes we're going to shoot for tonight, but we'll see. So we got Amsterdam, Tucson, Indiana, Peoria, Bakersfield. You guys had something going on last night in Bakersfield, unfortunately.
New Zealand.
Colorado, Louisiana, Wyoming, New Hampshire. What's up, Sikorsky?
What's up?
North Carolina. All over the country. Thank you guys. Ram Jammer, what's up, man? Thank you guys so much for joining us. Again, it's great to be here with you guys tonight, and can't wait to get into this. It's pretty interesting, like I said, as we look deeper into these things and we start seeing And there's so many things to me that come up and don't add up where it just doesn't seem like coincidences, Mike. And again, you have experience in law enforcement. So, I mean, have you ever seen a case, or have you ever been involved in a case where, one, there's so much lack of transparency, and two, lies and lies and lies continue to come out?
When people try to cover up stuff.
So have you been involved with that? Have you seen that a lot before?
I've seen it in other cases, like when we would, on things not to do, or things, how it could get you in trouble on, like, lying on a report, or not putting all the information in because you think that the report is not going to be as big as it comes out to be, right? And then they take it to court, and then you'll be like, well, that wasn't in the report. Like,
yeah.
So how do you say that happened?
Monroe, Georgia. What's up, Julie? Good to see you again.
So with that being said, you've seen it. What are them little things out by the side? Where something A?
I don't know. We got to figure out what that means. I don't know what that means either, but it must mean something good. So
I don't know what that is. Some have it and some don't.
Some have it, some don't. I don't know. But anyway.
But yeah, so when you're just trying to rush through, or you don't think it's a big deal, and usually a lot of them things that aren't necessarily a big deal, or that you would have leave out of something just because you're just trying to fly through it, and that's what comes back and usually bites you in the ass.
Well, I've seen a lot of, like, clerical stuff, right, that they try to sweep under the rug. But I mean, these are like major pieces of evidence, like that they're almost trying to cover up the entire case, right? Not just trying to get themselves out of trouble.
Do you remember the first thing I ever said when you broke down this case?
Tell us.
And I told you, I was like, this is bigger.
Oh yeah.
Than what you think. It's not a random. It's bigger than what you think. And it's from, I don't want to say a higher power, but and I'm not saying it's our government. I'm not saying it, but there's too many things that you just don't do normally on a crime scene that was done. So it had to be like, okay, I'm not saying that they say botch it or this, that, and the other, but it was like,
yeah,
hey, don't take this as serious, or don't do whatever.
Right.
So I said it from the first time we started back following it. Like, this is my opinion. This is bigger than what is just a normal thing. Just things didn't add up. And I'll go and tell you that Army vet guy knows his stuff.
Yeah, Army vet was very great. That was a great phone call that we had. Very knowledgeable person.
So yeah, I really enjoyed listening to him. He knows his stuff.
Thank you so much. Thank you for keeping Nancy's case out here for everyone. New Zealand, thank you so much for joining us. It's great to have you. Thank you. We appreciate you. Yeah, it was an honor talking to him. He definitely was very knowledgeable. Very knowledgeable. And again, guys, let us know if you see us buffering at all. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. And one other thing too, Mike, is I don't think a lot of people got notifications today. So I don't know what's going on with that, and they didn't get them last time either. So
well, I have notifications on, and I didn't get a notification.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't think a lot of people got notifications for some reason. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I got to check into that. But anyway, well, let's get into this, guys. I want to.
So you've done research, and you're going to break it down like you normally do?
Yeah. I've done some research, and some of these things we've looked at, right, and some of them. A couple of things are a little bit new, but I want to get into it and see what everybody thinks. Again,
I didn't.
Yeah, some people didn't. I don't know what's going on. It buffered a few minutes ago. Yeah, hopefully it's good. Hopefully we're good to go now. So, again, guys, if you hadn't hit that like button yet, make sure you hit that like button for us. So let's get into this, Mike, and let's look at some of the inconsistencies that we've seen so far.
We're not gonna play the song.
We're gonna play it in a little while. We got to build up the song. It's a good one, guys.
I got to get me a mouse.
It is a good one.
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
I got to get me a mouse just so I can be like, no, I'm.
You got to take over?
No, I just want to be able to just harass your ass.
All right, guys. So let's look at this, Mike. Let's look at this timeline, and everybody knows this timeline, right? And this was the official timeline that came out. And so everything on the timeline looks consistent, pretty much. And again, all of this is estimations, but so
Gotcha. Okay, now it's come up on my
yeah.
screen.
So the biggest thing here, and we talked about this a little bit the other night, is the 11:56 when the family checks in. Okay, so let's just go over this timeline really quick. Renee, welcome to Bronze Level. Thank you so much for joining the Patriot Pride family. We appreciate you so much. Thank you. We appreciate everybody. Thank you guys so much. So yeah, some people got notifications, some people didn't. All right, so let's go over this real quick. So January 31st, obviously, Nancy travels to the local family's home. We know that's Annie and Tommaso's. At 9:48, the family drops Nancy off at the home. This is the part that we can't verify, right? We verified that she was there because the Uber driver verified that, right? That I think it was a female Uber driver that took Nancy. So 5:32 really is the last time that people really verified that they saw Nancy, Mike. So to me,
That wasn't family.
that was not family. Exactly, yeah. So 9:48, the family drops Nancy off at home, and the garage door opens. And then here's the thing again: at 10:50, 2 minutes, the garage door closes. So again, it takes about 30 seconds for a garage door to go up and down. Okay,
And that's immediate. Like
that's immediate.
we did it.
That's immediate. So
Yeah.
yeah.
We did it with your garage door. As soon as and then we hit it and it went back down, and that's 30 seconds.
yeah, so we're looking at a minute and a half for a lady that on a good day, quote unquote, can make it to the mailbox, right? So I question that thoroughly because I don't know, because again, you would think that somebody would get out and walk her in. I always walk my mom in. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it can happen. I'm not saying it can't happen, but I don't know, man. It just doesn't seem likely to me. So anyway, all right. So then we got February the 1st, the first signs of the bad stuff going on. So at 1:47, the doorbell camera disconnects. At 2:12, software detects person on camera. No video available. No subscription. Okay. Well, I don't buy that either, Mike. If they can get the video that they have, then they will be able to get the other video as well. So I don't really buy into that, honestly. So that's the other part. And so I don't know what's going on here, but we're back. So there we are. So again, so what do you think about that, Mike? Do you think, so it says software detects a person on camera? There's no video available, no subscription, but we have the video, of the porch guy. So, based on the information that we know about these Nest cameras, right? Obviously, that Nest camera went offline and had to come back online to download the images that it did or the video that it did to the cloud. So if it did that, and in fact the other cameras she has are Nests, you would think that we have that video as well.
I mean, you have there's video somewhere out there of that. My thing is, did they disarm the video that was inside? Like, did they know where them cameras were to not be caught on camera? Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
can I go up to this door and I reach around and I can take the camera down, right? Or I can shut it off. And then my thing is, if they can scrub that part, I don't know why they can't scrub after and say that they only have that certain amount of, unless they're wanting to block out
Something.
a video.
Yeah.
Block out a car or block out somebody else so they can hold that close to the chest.
Right.
That's my opinion. And I'm there again. There's nothing that's coming out that states any of the. That we aren't given any new information.
Right. Yeah.
So I think they have a good idea of who it is, because they aren't given any information. They aren't asking the public for help. They aren't. Mm-hmm. So it's either that, or they really don't want to solve this crime because of. And that's really the only two options that I can see.
Yeah, certainly.
I don't see anything in between on why you wouldn't. If they need your help, they're gonna release stuff. right? If they don't need your help, then they're going to keep it close to the chest.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I said all along. Yeah.
But now, so there's one, and on the opposite side, there's no in between of that. I'm
Right.
not going to leak something, and they say it's a leak, right? I'm not going to leak something unless I want you to find out something.
Yeah, certainly.
And there hasn't been any.
Yeah, certainly.
And in a lot of other cases, like there's been a lot of stuff that's been leaked anywhere from, GBI, FBI, like law enforcement. Like there's things that'll be leaked, so they say, in quotation marks, leaked, that they have to say that it's leaked to get it out there.
Right. Yeah, good point. And so then we go back here, and so at 2:28, it says the pacemaker app shows disconnected from the phone, and then here's where we're gonna. It's going to be a little bit different on the next timeline, and here's where I think the lies come into play, and these were the original lies, I think, from the beginning.
These right here. So what we're reading right now is what they originally came out with.
Yes.
Okay.
Shauna, thank you so much for your support. Hi, Adam and Mike. Glad to see you're back, Mike. Yes.
Glad to be back.
Thank you so much, Shauna. We appreciate you. So now we're saying 11:56. The family checks on Nancy. Okay, and then yes, this is the original official quote unquote timeline. 12:03, 911's called, and then 12:15 patrol arrives. Okay, so now that we have that, Sharon, thank you so much for your support. Welcome to the Patriot Pride family. We appreciate you, Sharon. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And so now based on that, Mike, we'll go over here and we'll look at. So this is an updated timeline here.
So who updated it?
So this is actually Chris McDonough with the interview room. This is the timeline that they actually put out. So everything stays the same here, okay? Other than, and this to me is probably one of the most, if not the most important piece of this. If you guys will look right here, the time that the family arrives to the house is 11 a.m. instead of 11:56 a.m. And so they say that they have
56 hours. 56 minutes.
Yeah, an additional. And they say that they have neighbors and people close that have said that's when the family arrived. And so to me, that is what is probably most concerning, honestly, is that, because if that in fact is the case, then what did they do in that additional 56 minutes? And even if some people say, well, ooh, Cheryl,
thank you so much.
Good night. Goodness. Well, I got to find this, guys. Hold on one second. Goodness. One second, guys.
Yeah,
Wow. Cheryl, thank you so much. Wow. Thank you so much for your support, Cheryl. That is unbelievable. We thank you so much. That is awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you for all of your support. And everybody, thank you guys for your support. We appreciate you so much. I don't even know what I was saying now, Mike.
All I saw was that pop up, and
you said, yeah. Thank you so much, Cheryl. We really appreciate that. It helps out so much. So anyway, 11. This is Chris
Remind
McDonough.
me, I got to tell you a story when we get done with this.
Okay, so 11 a.m. Right? Family arrives at the house after a call from Nancy's church friends. Okay, some people say, well, 11 a.m. is when the church members called Nancy, didn't get her, and then called the family. Okay, either way, whether the family shows up there at 11 or if the family shows up there at 11:56, it looks pretty bad on their part either way, because if they showed up there at 11, then why did they wait until whatever time, 12, whatever, to call the 911? And if they got there at 11:56, then why did it take them so long to get there if they were called at 11 o'clock?
Well, I mean, depends on where you're located.
They only live 4 miles from there.
But were they at home when they got the call?
Yeah, they were at home. So either way, that does not look good for them. You see what I'm saying? To me, in my opinion. So there's the first lie. There's the first lie, guys. So, and real quick, just we'll put both of these up side by side. We'll get through this pretty quickly, so you guys can see this.
What was that noise?
me mashing too many buttons.
I heard a.
So there you go, guys. So there's the timeline side by side. So again, the real inconsistency here that to me that should be something to look out for is that 11 a.m. arriving to Nancy's house. To me, again, if Pima County put out this timeline, then there's the first lie, if that in fact is the case. So
the one on the left is Pima County's timeline.
That's right.
It's wrong. I don't trust anything they say.
I agree with you on that, yeah, for sure. And then the one on the right is the one that the interview room put out. So either way, there's the first lie of many, I think. Okay, well, let's get into something else, Mike. Let me see what you think about this. So you remember originally, I told you, I'm like, I don't think this is the same backpack. Do you remember me telling you that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. So I want to get everybody's opinion here and see what they think. So, guys, once we look at this, I want to get your opinion. So here's the backpack of the perp. So everybody pay close attention to what this backpack looks like, okay? And I want to see if you guys can notice any difference on this once we put up another picture. So just make sure you look at that pretty well. And then check this picture out here, guys. This is the backpack, a picture of the backpack that the FBI actually put out and said was the backpack. So does anybody see any difference in those? And maybe you can't see, with two different pictures, but let me do this, guys, and see if this looks.
Well, and once you said it, I was like, yeah, that's not the same backpack.
Well, look at this. So everybody in the chat, tell me please, put a 1 in the chat if you think this is the same backpack, and put a 2 in the chat if you think it's a different backpack. So put a 1 if you think it's the same backpack, put a 2 if you think it's different, okay? And I'm really interested, before I give you my opinion and why, to see what you guys think. So 1 if you think it's the same one, 2 if you think it's different. Yeah, for sure. I'm quilting. That's a good catch. A really good catch. Everybody's 2s. Certainly. All right, guys. Well, let's look just right off. Look where the reflectors are, guys. There's no way that's the same backpack. And the FBI or whoever, I think it was the FBI. It was the FBI because they're the ones who put this out. They're the ones that said this is the exact backpack.
But they also said that the whole outfit came from Walmart.
Yeah.
Supposedly the backpack came from Walmart too, right?
Yeah, and I don't see an Ozark Trails emblem on that backpack.
Right.
So
that's what I thought you were going to show.
Well, it's even more noticeable now because, again, the reflectors are all the way down 3/4 down on the backpack that they said that it was, and they're all the way at the top on the perp. And so I'll show you guys another.
But can I'm going to say something. This will get a little bit off track, but there's so many, and this is I'm bad about this too. So I'm not like pointing fingers or doing anything. But there's so many times that people don't do their own research.
The reflectors do not slide up.
That they don't do their own research.
There's no way it could be the same. I'm listening, sorry.
That they do. I snapped. I was like, so we don't do enough of our own research. We just go by, for instance, I trust a lot of what you say.
Yeah.
Right? Because I do know the research that you do. But at the same time, like, how much faith do I put into somebody else that I just heard that I personally don't know? Like, if Alex told me, hey, I heard so-and-so, that's going to have, like, I know him, I've talked to him, other than just, and he might have checked his research, and he might have just heard it from somebody else, right? Like, so we're so quick on not to do our own research to go, hey, and it's this and it's this and it's this. So I've been trying to take a better angle of going like, okay, and ask questions. Who did this come from? Why did this? So I can verify.
Yeah.
I got a good buddy of mine. He's like, hey, I trust, but I'm going to verify.
Of
And
course.
it makes so much sense to be like, hey, yeah, don't trust what I'm saying. Like, here's you some information, and that's, you do a great job of like, hey, I'm going to give you the information and let you decide. This is what I heard here. This is and just go off of that. So
Right.
I'll go ahead and tell you, that is not the same backpack.
Yeah, and a lot of people are saying that the reflectors are going to go up as he puts it on. So, guys,
Yes,
he
it
would have
will.
to wear this backpack almost upside down
Well,
for the reflectors to be where they are on his shoulders.
well, if that's up there, the strap, that thing would be hanging down his ass.
Exactly. Yeah, there's no way that he could keep anything in that backpack.
It would be hanging down his ass, not sitting so high. Look at how tight that is on him.
Exactly. Yeah. So there's the second lie, and I mean, I don't know why I lie about this stuff. I really don't understand why I put
Because
this
people
out.
believe they.
But why do they want us to believe that? I
But
don't
if
understand.
you say it enough, like people start believing things, right?
But something so simple like that. Why just to put it out that they know what they've got a piece of evidence?
Well, I think it's more or less like, hey, this is what we got, right? And
yeah.
then and here's the thing. Normal traditional media wants to be the first one to and put it out. So they just get it and run, and they take bits and clips and let you hear what they want you to hear.
Right.
So yeah, and like Matt said, misdirection is the name of the game. So
Right. Yeah, I totally agree.
and you can say law enforcement can say, hey, the backpack was purple, and it was this, this, and this. And I mean, did that look like a purple backpack to you? It
No.
could be. They could say that, and you would have people arguing with you, going, "Hey, FBI said it was purple." So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you guys can believe whatever you want to believe.
Yeah, we're just putting it out.
Yeah,
there.
we're just
my
putting it
my
out.
personal opinion is that's a different backpack.
Different backpack, yeah. So, and if somebody could, I would like for somebody actually to prove that it is the same backpack. I'm proving to you how it's not. So, if anybody thinks, and we'll be glad to take some calls here in a little while. So, you guys can tell us. Just to me, it doesn't look like that there's a way that it can be the same. But anyway, maybe you guys believe everything you hear. So let's go back to another picture, and this is interesting as well. So, and this was something that's going to catch your eye, Mike. So, they did a great job the other night on the interview room, and so this is a picture, guys, of the walkway. If you guys didn't see this, so yeah, Ram Jammer, take care of whoever you need to, brother. So
Why do people have to be disrespectful?
listen, I'll tell you, this past week, in everybody's chats has been crazy.
Like,
So, but our folks know we don't deal with BS. So, guys, take care of them. I don't time people out. There's no reason for it. They'll come back in and do the same thing. So, guys, Mab, Ram Jammer, Jim, whoever's in here, Queen, just delete them. We want good people here that are, this is a great community.
And we can definitely agree to disagree as long as
Yeah.
it's being respectful. Just be respectful in the damn chat. Like,
Yeah, for sure. Anyway, so yeah, and so a lot of you probably saw this, but Mike, this is the walkway, okay? And I know you didn't see this. So the picture on the left is of blood droplets going straight down, right? Okay. And so now the picture on the right shows a misdirection. If you'll see this picture right here.
yep.
Do you see how this is a circle, a solid circle,
Yeah.
and this one here turns? Mm-hmm. So Chris is unbelievable. This guy, he really is. You can tell why he's been so great at his job for as long as he has. So he caught this, and he was bringing this up the other night. And so if this is true, then, there's another lie that I think that they may be trying to feed us. So what's happening here, Mike, is these are the detectives, right? And here's the walkway where the truck is. And so we all thought that she was all taken down here, right? And the blood goes down here. Well, what this guy is maybe communicating to them is that that blood actually turned and went this way, possibly, because of the misdirection on the droplet. Okay? So that's what they're all standing there looking at. And then on this next photo, you can see that you can see the walkway where they're actually going now. So see the walkways here, and so now they're going over here because there was a misdirection there in the pattern of the blood.
But that could be a head turn. That could be like, I mean, could have been a scuffle there. That could be a lot of things. Yes, the turn and it, but that could be a lot of things could have caused that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, certainly.
I don't know what would go that way.
Yeah, well, but what I'm saying is, what they were saying is they thought maybe now that they're inspecting the blood, actually the pattern going now to the if you're coming out of the house, it'd be going to the right, because her bedroom is right here. Her bedroom's right there. And guys, I know you can't see my cursor, but the bedroom, if you see the chimney there, there's a window to the left, and then there's an inset, and then her bedroom is there. Pretty certain her bedroom's there. So
the front of the house is, I can't see it. I got chats over here. So okay, now I'm looking.
Yeah.
So the bedroom is to the left as well.
That's right. Yeah. And I may can bring another. Let's bring this up and go over this here, if I can bring this up real quick, guys. So let's look at this photo here. Let me bring this up. Share the screen with you guys. That way you can get a better idea. So the front of the house is obviously right here. Here's the walkway.
And then that's the chimney right there to the left.
The chimney's here, and her bedroom is over here. And she's got like a patio area with a gate right here. And so they're saying that maybe they're not telling us. That's what I'm saying. They're saying that they may not be telling us that there's blood over there because, for whatever reason, I don't know, another lie. But he picked that up himself with a misdirection. And yeah, it could be her turning her head. But if they're what other reason, would all of the investigators be looking that close over there? It was almost like they were following that trail that way. So basically,
that goes back to why that blue shirt was could have been sitting right there too. So they sniffed the dog, and the blue shirt was to the left of the door, correct?
Yeah. It
was left there.
Right.
So the guy has the dog sniff it, and then he's going to go off that direction.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. And here's the thing, too, and I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Mike, do you know what's right here? And I think you guys can see my cursor. You may not be able to see my cursor. But right, basically, where you see there's a little patio area right there, right, to the left of the chimney. Right in front of that patio area to about 7 o'clock is her septic, her sewage. Okay. So initially, a lot of people were saying maybe they put her down, in something like that. So, but if this in fact is the case,
you would have, unless there was like a riser.
Yeah.
For that,
right,
you would have to dig.
Oh yeah, there could have been a manhole. I'm not sure if it's city or what. I'm certain it's probably city.
I'm assuming it's probably septic because the house is so old.
Maybe, I don't know.
Right?
Well, I know there's a lot of manholes there, so I don't know. I don't exactly know what that is. You know what I mean? So, trying to read chats, guys. Sometimes I just notice it, but yes, they don't see my comment. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't see, we can't see the chats, guys, right now. So sorry about that. We'll try to get back to them in a second. But yeah, I mean, if that's the case, Mike, I mean, to me, it's just something else they're lying about. So let me see if I can read this real quick. Sorry. I mentioned and asked several times in the chat. I just noticed it. I guess they don't see my comments. I'm going to go look for another pic. I'm sorry. I did not see that. So I'm sorry for whatever you wanted us to see. Put it back in the chats. So again, to me, I'm just saying, it just seems like there's so many inconsistencies, and I guess there's a reason that they're not coming out with this stuff. But Nanos did another interview. I don't know if you saw this.
I did not.
But you didn't miss anything. It was a bunch of nonsense again. I mean, it was terrible. The guy, it's just such a
Who did
shame.
he do the interview with? He just come out and spoke and then walked out. He didn't take any questions or
He
anything?
did a sit down with somebody. I can't remember. It was 13 News or something like that. And that's another thing. He randomly selects these platforms, which is crazy to me.
You know what I think about him.
Yeah, I know what everybody thinks about him.
Well, I mean, I honestly think he gets kickbacks for what he like.
Right.
He gets kickbacks for allegedly my opinion that he gets kickbacks sending evidence to the lab. He gets
Probably kickbacks from a lot of things.
Right. He'll get a kickback from doing an interview, sit down with so and so, or he'll get a kickback and that's why it's selective.
Yeah. There's a person that Monk's Intrigue did a video on, and she's doing a really good job. Her name's Juanita. I think it's Adame, and she had some 911 calls, and they were pretty interesting. I'm sure a lot of people have heard it already, but some 911 calls after 12 p.m. So they're not sure, but it sounds a lot like it was the calls from the for Nancy. And two things that really stuck out to me in there was it said that the family didn't have access to the cameras, and so I'm thinking to myself, why would they make a point to tell 911 that unless maybe they were asked that? But they specifically said family did not have access to the cameras. And it said her cane was still there. And so we don't know for sure, but we're pretty certain that it was the call from the net.
And that was after 12?
It was after 12 when when the 911, I think they showed up at like 12:15 or something, And so the call was after that with dispatch saying that they had checked the hospitals and, they were sending calls out. So it was pretty interesting. But her name is Juanita Adame. If you guys want to check her out, she's great. And so another thing that she did come up with is, and I didn't really notice this, but I want to show you guys this real quick. Very interesting for what's in this guy's pocket. And we've looked at this a few times, but I want to see what you guys think this is. So, obviously this is the perp here, and when he turns, this is his right pocket. And we've looked at this before, Mike, right? And we've always said we thought that was the pull tab for the zipper, right? And I still think it's the pull tab for the zipper, but she thinks that it could be the butt of a gun. I don't think it is, but
I have a jacket that I'm telling you. I have a jacket that is very similar to that. And it's called a 511, and it has a pull tag. It has the zipper that comes up.
So yeah, I think it's the butt of a zipper. But I did start breaking this down, and there is definitely something in that pocket that we didn't see, and it's something large, and I don't know what it is. So I'd love to see if you guys can, and I know it's kind of hard to make this out. I can't really zoom this in anymore, but this is in the right jacket pocket. So do you see how bulged out that is, Mike?
Yeah.
And I know it's very difficult to see in that picture.
Well, my thing is, I don't see why you would have a gun hidden in a pocket with the gun sitting up front, or a holster that is carrying something sitting up front. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you see how much it bulges out, though, when he turns? So I don't think it's a weapon, but it is something larger than what we thought it was. It's really making this pocket stick out. And I don't know what it is. I can't.
Could that be something that's just in his pocket, and he's just got something on to make him look bigger, and the jacket's just sticking out?
No, because as he turns, you can see how it makes it bulge out, even from the side.
I mean, it would bulge if I had something that made me look bigger, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it could be.
I think it's as he turns, man. You can really see.
What would that be?
I don't know. I can't figure it out, man. I cannot figure it out. But as he turns on the actual video, I mean, you can really, really see it. I mean, you see. I mean, it really bulges out. So I don't know what this is, but I don't think it's another weapon, and I think what they're seeing at the bottom there is a tag, a pull tag for a zipper. I really do think that, but all while we're out here doing all this, this guy's enjoying this here, guys. So I guess as long as he's able to,
I know several sheriffs.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you.
Yeah.
Majority of the time, they'll drive a county car. Right?
Yeah.
And it's going to be a Tahoe or a Z71 truck, 4-door. And that's what they drive. And they drive it all the time. Mm-hmm. I have never seen this guy in anything other than that.
He loves his Corvette, guys.
And, I love Corvettes. But at this,
Yeah.
I'm not going to drive my personal vehicle, right?
Yeah.
What if a call comes out right now?
Yeah.
Middle of the day, during work hours, right? If I'm the sheriff and I go into work and I'm working 8 to 5 or 8 to 4, blah 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 blah, whatever, right? Like I'm going to drive the company car or drive the county car.
Yeah.
After hours, if I want to go out to eat or I will drive that.
Right.
He drives that to the gym at 10:30 in the morning.
He does.
Like, how do you explain that?
He loves his Corvette, man. All right, let's get into this, Mike. What about this song? You want to hear it?
I've been waiting.
Guys, listen. Fat Reed Owl, if you're in the chats, I saw you a little bit earlier. Again, dude, I cannot thank you enough. This is unbelievable. Ryan would...
You got to hit something if you're playing it on that.
Thank you. I appreciate it, yeah. Ryan was looking down, smiling and grinning, and I know he loves this. So, guys, let's sit back for a couple minutes. And,
are we going to get marked?
No, this is an original song, so we're hoping we'll be okay. So, again, shout out to Fat Reed Owl. Thank you so much for this. And, guys, let's sit back for a minute and check this out.
From the front lines of hometown streets, we stand side by side for the families left behind. This is patriot pride. Raise them high, let the truth be told. Every story, every soul, honor, courage, sacrifice, keeping legacies alive, searching for the truth.
That was straight badass.
What do you think, Mike?
That was badass.
That's the first time Mike's heard that, guys. Fat Readout, you're amazing, brother. You are amazing. So thank you so much for that. Everybody shout out Fat Readout. I hope you guys like that. That's a badass song.
Dude, when he started naming names about, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's a bad one there, dude. That is a badass song. So, hey.
I got chills.
I know,
like,
dude.
literally.
I'm telling you. Yeah, I know. It's awesome. It's awesome. So, thank you guys so much for everything that you guys do for us. Thank you guys so much. And just real quick, if you have not hit that subscribe button, please hit the subscribe button. And make sure you hit the like button, guys. I'm not sure how many likes we have tonight, but we just appreciate you guys being here. And, again, Fat Readout, thank you so much. We appreciate that. It's a great song. Everybody loves it. So, a badass is right. So, Mike, I got a little information that you might want to know as well.
Oh, my gosh.
And so I want to get Fat Readouts in here. Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
That literally gave me goosebumps.
I think our chat is delayed. But anyway, 296, guys. I think we can get to 500. Guys, the goal is 500 likes tonight. We can get there. So please, 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 please help us get to 500 likes. So if you hadn't hit the like button, guys, if nothing else but for that song, please hit the like button, guys. Let's get to 500. All right, guys, I got some information for you guys. And give me a second because I'm not going to be able to see the chats. But I want to show you guys something, and we're going to shift courses a little bit. But I want to know what you guys think about this. So I want to show you something here real quick. And I want to get your opinion on it. So let me switch back over and give me a second, guys.
I could just listen to that song all day.
It's a great song. It really is. He did such a great job. All right, guys. So let's check this out. And I want to see what you guys think. This is 4 hours long. We're not going to watch everything, but I do want to talk to you guys about this, and I want to get your opinion on it. So if you guys don't know, if you haven't been following, so Richard Nolette, everybody remembers Richard. He actually came back onto YouTube, and he has done a couple of videos. Proud of him. He's kind of stepping outside of his comfort zone, and what he's trying to do is he's trying to get these ciphers out and decipher them, and he's trying to explain the ciphers to everyone. And so I want everybody to be respectful in the chats. Okay, I can't see them, but I want everybody to be respectful in the chats until I come back and I want to talk about this. But I do want to show this and just let you guys kind of see what we're about to talk about. So this is Richard's channel. It's Monterey Spike, and this is the latest video he has out deciphering a cipher.
Hi everybody. I just want to welcome everybody back, and want to begin by having a little introduction here. I want to thank everybody for the kindness and encouragement that you showed me on the last video. It means more to me than you can realize. The kindness and encouragement actually made me want to keep going on this, and for a long time now I been wondering if good and kind people really still exist out there, and anyhow, it's given me cause to believe that there are still some good people in the world, so thank you for that. It actually made me think of the song by Blind Melon called No Rain, where the little girl finally finds her people out in the field as the dressed up as the bumblebee.
Real quick, guys, can you hear this? Somebody put in the chat if you guys can hear this. Can you guys hear what the video that I just played? Let me know if you guys can hear it. Okay, cool. Yeah, our chats, something's going on with YouTube. Chats are way behind. So I'm going to play this for like another minute, guys, and then we'll talk about it. So just let's listen to this.
So thank you again. I don't know. I can't say enough how much I appreciate everybody who sent a kind message to me. Let's see. Now I want to move into the disclaimer and the trigger warning. Today we're going to be discussing some of the zodiac ciphers, and it's an explanation of the zodiac ciphers, and as far as my research on them, which has spanned over the last 4 years and close to somewhere around 15,000 hours of research I've done on these things. So I want to say all of my findings, most of my findings are direct results of what I've found in the ciphers. Some of the things I'm going to say are my opinion, but most of them come from researching these ciphers. Also, I want to say any and all persons, organizations, and or entities are presumed to be innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. I'm not the one to decide guilt or innocence. I'm just going by what I've found in my research. Once again, I've spent close to 15,000 hours researching these things. Let's see. Yeah, I actually wrote, I've spent that much time researching these and clawing my way towards the answers and towards the truth, which is true. Most of the statements that I will be making here come from the ciphers themselves. I've already said that.
So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of that, and I want to talk about something real quick with you guys and I want to see your reaction. So again, if you guys did not recognize that is Richard. That's Richard Nolette, and he has stepped out and he's doing videos on his own on his channel on Monterey Spike. So if you guys are interested, go check that out. So I want to know. So Richard and I have been communicating a little bit, and he's been very respectful to me, and he actually says that he may join us at some point. And so I want to know, I want you guys to put a 1 in the chat if you're interested in talking to him and understanding a little. I find him so intriguing, Mike. I want to learn where his mind is, right? And I'm so interested in these ciphers, and it's a lot, and I know it can be a lot for a lot of people, right? I understand that, but sometimes we have to be open-minded enough to listen to where someone's coming from. So
But a lot of times, and I don't mean to interrupt you, but a lot of times, like, it's the listening to what he's saying, right? And I wanted to ask you this before I forgot, and that's why I'm kind of in there. So when we heard last time, it was like he'd been almost 12,000 hours of studying the ciphers.
Mm-hmm.
And now, and I'm just asking, it's 15,000 hours, right? Like, is it different ciphers that he's studying? Or was it just 12,000 on that one cipher?
Yeah, he spent so much time on all of these, man. And so
I just have questions like that, right? Like, so there's a lot of times he'll say something, and I want to be able to ask, like, hey, what do you mean on that? I'm not being ugly when I say it, but I want to be, hey, I just want to know what's the difference in the 12 and the 15, and just be able to corroborate some of that stuff. And if I can do that, then I can go, okay. Now, a lot of stuff he says is over my head.
Well, and that's a great point that you make. And so that's why I think that if we could communicate with him, I think we've been blessed with the gift of communication. And I think that maybe we could help people understand what because I think he's so intelligent. I honestly think this guy is so intelligent. He starts from a mindset that people already know kind of where he's coming from, right?
And I can get that as far as coaching, right?
Yeah,
like you got a lot of good athletes, and you'll be like, hey, what did you do? And they're like, I don't know, I just hit the ball.
Yeah, and so I think if I could come across to him in a room full of people and say, Richard, let's start from ground zero, right? Let's start as if we don't know anything about any of this stuff and explain it to us so that we can understand how you got to where you are, and go step by step. So I think that, he's done some interviews before, and there were so much coming at him. I think it was just very difficult.
And here's my question. That's the exact point, right? Like, so He has in the last 4 years, he has 15,000 hours. That's 8 hours a day, 7 days a week to get that.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
Like,
and
that-
I can only imagine how much time he spends of his life, and
Right,
what he
like,
puts into that, the dedication and stuff.
that's things that I can't comprehend.
Right. And a lot of people can't.
And so I want to say, and I'm not calling him a liar because I don't know, but at the same time, like, that's hard for me to believe. It's almost like, okay, you got a 12 or 13-year-old saying my daddy's bigger than your daddy and blah 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 blah. Well, my daddy has $1 million and well, my dad has 10 million. Like, you see what I'm saying? They both might be rich, but there's a little bit maybe of exaggeration on that. And that's what I want to ask.
Well, that's what I'm saying is I think a lot of people are at the same mindset you have, is they can't understand it. Like, and so I think I can talk to him to get him to understand. We got to start at step one. And because and I think everybody wants to understand what he's saying, right? I think people are very interested in what he's saying, but I think he's so up here that he doesn't understand that people have no idea sometimes what he's talking about. And so I think if we say, Richard, let's start at ground zero and tell us, number one, what is a cipher? Because some people don't even know what a cipher is. Number two, okay, how did you get to being able to understand these ciphers? So step by step, because I
still don't even know where the daggone little puzzle thing with the guys.
That's what I'm saying.
Up on the
so,
thing.
And I think a lot of people are in the same mindset you are. And I think that if we could sit down and communicate and have that conversation, I think a lot more people would understand. So that's all I'm saying. And so he and I have been communicating a little bit, and he may come on sometime when he's ready, and we'll do some things together, and we'll talk to him. And so thank you guys. Everybody's been very respectful, and I'm glad. So sometimes we just need to listen, guys.
A lot of times stuff that's not said, and there's you saying something, you got to sometimes read between the lines of what's not being said,
right?
To be able to like truly grasp something.
Yeah.
And I've had to learn that the hard way, right? Like, you tell me something, I'm going to take it for what you say, and then I'm going to challenge it, right?
Yeah.
Like, same thing with you. I'm like, Adam, there ain't no way. And you're like, oh yeah, but look, and then I'm like, oh, okay, now I understand it.
Because I explained it to you, yeah.
Right.
Because,
when you first say it, you're like, I'm busy, blah blah blah. I did this. And I'm
right, yeah.
You didn't do this, and this,
yeah.
and you're like, yeah, I did it in the last 36 hours. I ain't been to sleep. And I was like, okay, that makes, but like.
Well, all right. So we'll see what happens. We'll see when Richard wants to come and hang out for a little while, and we'll do some stuff together. So here's the link, guys. If you guys want to come up in StreamYard and talk a little while, we'll do a panel. We're at almost 370 likes, guys. So we just need a few more. So if you guys hadn't hit the like button yet, please make sure you hit that like button. We're trying to get to 500 tonight, and all our mods. Thank you guys so much for being here with us. So if anybody wants to come up and chop it up for a little while, I'd like to know what your thoughts are on the lies that we're being told. And do you think they're even lies? Do you think that they really believe what they're saying? Do you think that this is the backpack? Do you think this is the timeline? So I'm really interested to see if it's just me or if everybody's kind of on the same page, because I'm just not believing it, Mike. It's just too much, man. There's too much going on that I'm just not buying anymore.
There's too many coincidences for them to be coincidences, right? Like, at some point they have to connect, and I think the FBI is very, very good, but I think the FBI also is very, very good at misleading.
Certainly.
To finally get what they want. Does that make sense?
Certainly, yeah.
I think they're some of the best investigators that they have out there, but at the same time, I think they're only going to let you know. They want to control the narrative.
Right.
And it's hard when they want to control the narrative, and then you have, your local law enforcement want to control the narrative, and then you have, the family that's kind of wanting to keep everything hush and try to control the narrative and keep damage control and all of that. So you got a whole lot of chiefs and not enough Indians.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's so much going on, and it's just everybody wants to know the truth, and everybody's getting restless, and it's been 4 months.
Did you hear about and I don't know much about it, but did you hear about that body that was found?
I did. I did hear about that.
I had somebody do some little deep diving.
Yeah.
And they sent me some stuff, dude. That goes deep.
You're talking about one of the scientists, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I know they're all connected somehow. Yeah.
Hey, the scientist is connected to the general. Like, did you know all of that,
Yeah, for sure.
dude?
It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, let's bring up. We'll bring up Patricia, and we'll bring up Mab.
Hey there.
Hey guys, how are you guys doing?
Pretty good. How are y'all?
Doing good. What's up?
Doing wonderful. Good to
Yeah.
see you guys. How are
Yeah,
you?
been working like crazy.
How was Vegas, Mab?
Vegas was good. But I came back to straight panic. I had a tenant that the drain was clogged, and I had to run over there and take care of that. And then it went on for 2 days and all kinds of crap like that. So I had to deal with a lot of shit.
That's literally.
Yes, literally.
That's never a good thing. That's never a
No.
good thing.
No.
I hate it when that happens. Miss Patricia, how are you doing today?
Fat and sassy. How are y'all?
I'm doing wonderful.
good.
Did you get your package today?
I sure did, and I can't wait to try it out. And I want to thank Mr. and Mrs. Long. You know, they ain't in here tonight. That sort of worries me.
Well, they probably maybe had something else to do. We went a little bit late tonight, so that's okay. I'm sure they'll be back on Sunday or when we come back. So, but yeah, we want to thank them for everything they do. They're so supportive. They've been so helpful for us. So, yeah, Patricia,
Mike,
go ahead.
Mike, how's the family? Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he come home from the hospital. We still have some tests to results to get back, so we can come up with a plan and figure out what's going on.
Well, I hope everything comes out all right. I know my mom, she's got to go and have a colonoscopy. The doctor sent her, so I'm praying that that they ain't gonna find anything.
Amen.
Yes,
We pray that
most
as well.
definitely.
Yeah,
I changed my background to the Burger Chef site.
I see that.
I saw that.
See.
I see that. So, Matt, what do you think about? I mean,
You talk,
these
you talking
lies.
to Richard
These
now, huh?
do what now?
You're talking to Richard now?
Yeah, we've had a little bit of communication going on. We'll see what happens. I think he's just a really misunderstood guy. I really do.
Yeah.
I mean, I really, really do. And I'd love just to be able to sit down and listen to him and, let him
Everything,
speak. his-
everything I've checked on that he says is true.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, and he's a very intelligent guy. He's very
Yeah.
intelligent, and he's probably way over my head. But I mean, again, I just want to sit down and let him talk and just listen. And
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question, Map. Where does that come from? I know I saw it, but like, was that a restaurant? Was that was
Burger
that?
Chef was a restaurant in Indiana. I grew up in Indiana, so I know. My mom was a manager of a Burger Chef back in the day. And this is the Burger Chef cipher. And you'd win this little $3.40 watch, or you could get that watch with a coupon, I think. And then this is the cipher part. That was, I think, written during the time of those people getting unalived in Indiana, Speedway.
well, that's the thing I want to ask him. I just want to understand, and I think a lot of our audience wants to understand, and I think we can reach a ton of people. If we can get this out there when he decides to come on, if he lets me know in time, I think people just want to understand. And like I was telling Mike, people just don't. He's so intelligent. I think he just comes from a place where he already thinks people knows what he's talking about, right? And so I want to.
Before you told me you were communicating with him, I just had left a message on his video
Oh, really?
offering to listen, even in person if he wanted to meet somewhere, because
Yeah.
I live right by him.
Right. I think he's just a
Y'all be
misunderstood guy.
careful.
Yeah, I think he's just a misunderstood guy. I mean, he
Yeah.
says he's a God-fearing man. I mean, I'm not going to judge this man. I mean, it's not for me to judge him. So I just want to listen to him, and I want to hear him out, and I want to try to understand him. And I think a lot of people do as well, because there's just so much stuff that got out there so quickly And yeah, he said some things that some people it's hard to understand, but I want to know where he gets those thoughts from and when he started thinking that way.
I understood everything he was saying about that cipher.
Well, where he lost me, and I'll go ahead and tell you, where he lost me was at one point he was talking about, well, when you see the double I, it means this, this, and this, or it might not have been the I, it could have been,
and that's why I want him to
and
explain
so
it.
like, okay,
Why?
how did
Why?
you get that? How do you know that double I equals this person was unalive because of this?
Was it YO?
Yeah, YO.
YO was meaning that they were going to unalive somebody. Yeah.
Like, how do you know that if you,
Because he understood the Satanistic community, and I guess YO is the
You're out.
I just want to understand it. That's all. I'm gonna bring. We got. Let's see who we got here. Let me
Very
see.
good.
Well,
We got.
if you solve the cipher, do you get the watch, or does the watch help solve the cipher?
No, I think you can buy the watch.
We're gonna add Sandra, guys. Hey
Oh, I
Sandra, how
got
are you
you.
doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing well. How you doing?
I'm good. I just
Good.
want to say that I agree with you, what you said earlier, about FBI and them knowing something more.
Yeah.
My sister and I were discussing it earlier, and same as what we've been saying is basically we believe that they've actually already most likely found her body. That's why they're not out searching. That's why, Savannah's going and leaving, like the country and stuff like that too. I believe that they know who did it, like you were talking, but they can't say because, they can't give any clues because they don't have enough evidence.
Correct. And because Nano screwed up the scene so bad that prosecution is going to be very difficult.
yeah,
Correct.
they would have to have a,
DNA.
I mean, they would have to have a smoking gun to be able to be able to prosecute this, unless it was such a clear cut at the very very beginning, and they have the evidence, but they just don't have, a camera or whatever, to be able to go, hey, we know about who this is. Now we just need to find something to be able to prove that he was in there. That's his stature.
Correct.
That's his, 5'9", blah blah blah, and just check the boxes off.
Right. I
Well,
agree. I
I
agree.
would
Like I
like to
said, I mean, that's
know.
why we don't know anything. We don't hear anything.
Yeah, they aren't
Well,
going. If
I
they
would
know,
li-
they aren't going to let you know. So
Go ahead, Miss
Right.
Patricia.
I would like to know what time the cameras went out inside the house. Did they go out at the same time the outside cameras went out, or did they go out a different time? Because it's going to take them a little bit of time to get in the house.
Yeah.
I think
You know what I'm saying?
they might have
Right.
cut power for a time.
Well, I mean,
Possible.
if they cut the power out, that would have shut the heart monitor thing down.
No,
You know?
it would shut the base station down, but not the pacemaker.
No, that's what I'm saying. The power would have shut everything down.
Correct.
But if the
As soon as the
if
power came back on, it would upload whatever was on the watch to the base station.
Right.
Now that pacemaker,
Well,
there's parts to that pacemaker. One of them is in your heart, and one of them
Right.
is your shoulder, which has the battery, and the antenna is in your shoulder, and it's a very minor operation to get to that antenna and that battery. A lot of times they'll do a local anesthetic and just do it right there in the office.
yeah.
So
Well, it looks like to me though the two different cameras would have went out at two different times. You see what I'm saying?
mhm.
Even if they cut the power, the one in the house would have went out before the one at the door, right? Or would the door go out before the one in the house?
Well, that they have a certain amount of battery backup. I guess it's 41 seconds. I don't know how many seconds it is.
Well,
So they got video of that, right?
Yeah, that's why they got that video.
Mhm.
Well, here's something that's very interesting to me, and I don't know if you guys have heard this, and Mike, I don't know if you've heard it either, but so Mab, on that Juanita Adame video, that she thinks probably 99% certain it's the calls from Nancy.
Yeah, you're that.
Yeah, so says that says family doesn't have access to the cameras. But one other thing that I meant to say earlier, Mike, that was very interesting to me is they were able to access the phone. So they were
Yeah.
able to get into her phone, but they weren't able to access the cameras. That doesn't add up to me.
If you could get in,
They were in there long enough to delete
Exactly.
anything that.
Exactly. And on top of that, to me, again, I just do not believe, unless it was a pre-planned thing, that they did not have access to that app that showed notifications when something went off with those cameras.
And
well,
they had the garage door app.
well, who put up the cameras?
Good question. Yeah.
So first of all, who put? So I'll go ahead and tell you, we have a guy that. So I own a baseball and softball hitting facility, and it's 24-hour access, and it's we have key cards. There's several different ways that you can get in, but as soon as you step in, a camera comes on. Me personally, I do not have access to the recording. It records all the time. It stores up to 90 days, all this kind of stuff. But there is an app that you can get on that you can see as it goes on, right? Like it'll let you know, it'll alert you going, hey, somebody's in the facility. The app pulls up. I don't have access to it. My business partner has access to it, and the guy who installed it has access to it. And the guy who installed it, we actually pay his company to kind of oversee it because we get a discount because he has so many. He kind of does it into one, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so he has access to it. So with me, and he's one of my coaches as well. So if I need something, I just call him and let him have access to it or say, hey, I need you to look at so and so. Was anybody in at this kind of time? Because that's what he does for a living. He installed the cameras. He has the software. He did our cards. He did our door locks. He did all of that kind of stuff, and he has the access to all of it. And
Caretakers of Nancy Guthrie would have been the ones to oversee the installation of those cameras, in my opinion.
That's what I would think. That's what I would think. Like somebody had to have the access to it, and even if you didn't have a subscription, right? Like you would have been alerted. And you should be able to go back a certain amount of time and go, hey, I was alerted to this. Let's go back and look at this, whatever. Is it 30 minutes? Is it an hour? Is it a day? Like, how much does it record before it deletes?
So I don't mean to cut you guys off, but this is a good question by Kilo. It says, I think they couldn't access the camera footage because they didn't have the subscription. So I don't have a Nest camera, but I have a Ring camera. I have tons of Ring cameras around here, and I'm not subscribed either. But every time so there's settings within each camera, right? So you can set the sensitivity, okay?
Yeah.
And then you can set the range, okay? And so if your notifications are turned on, every single time something triggers that, it goes off. Again, I set up cameras.
I have to pause my notifications all day at work, 12 hours, because my phone just blows up because I'm working out in the front yard.
Yeah. So again, I set up my dad and my stepmom's cameras at their house. Okay. I have access to. You can share access to the cameras.
Yeah, but you set it up.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Right.
But I'm saying, yeah. And so I don't care. Like you said, the caretaker is going to be able to. That's the reason for those cameras to be there. Somebody's going to be monitoring those cameras if they don't have a subscription. But another thing I heard, and again, this is alleged, that they canceled the subscription 2 months prior to this.
No, that's weird.
So who canceled it?
That's a good question. That's a great question.
Well, I have Blink cameras, and I have a subscription, but before I had that, and my son has it, and he doesn't have a subscription, but it still notifies, and it will also let you view for 30 days.
Right.
That's good.
Yeah.
Like I would think, right? Like even if I didn't have a subscription, right? I would think that the companies would go, "Hey, we record blah blah blah," and it, like you said, a 30-day, and then if you want something in that, then hey, pay me $9 and I will release that 30 days. Like if companies aren't doing that, you should, because you could probably make a killing, right? Like if I don't need a subscription until I get broken into, and then I want that information.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't know how Nest works, but I have ring
Well,
cameras myself. So I don't know how Nest works, but I got up to 6 months, I think, of video recovery.
Yeah.
well, what gets me is Savannah living so far away from her mama. It looks like to me she would definitely had that app on her phone. You
Well-
know, in case something bad would have happened.
Well, my
Or
thing is, I
Annie.
wanted as close. I wanted whoever had to be as close as possible.
Well,
Yeah.
number one, if in fact the power of attorneys are Tommaso and Annie, if in
That's,
fact
that was about real estate, though. That didn't have anything to do with
it could be the power of attorney over her health as well.
We don't know anything about a power of attorney over her health.
Allegedly, they had the power of attorney over her in general, her well-being. So, if in fact somebody had to, right, Mab? So it's not going to be Savannah in New York. It's not going to be Cameron in Vermont. It's going to be
Right.
somebody close by to her that can make those decisions. So,
But usually you don't give up a medical POA unless you're, well, I guess she was 84 and had a heart condition.
I mean,
so
I have a POA at my age right now. Everybody needs a POA because somebody's got to make a decision if something happens to you.
If
Right.
like a do not resuscitate, right? Like if something was to happen to him, and he is not able to make the medical decision,
Yeah.
then it's going to go back to somebody,
Yeah.
right? Well, usually it's a husband or a wife, or if it's not that, then it's going to be a child, right?
Yeah.
Like you're going to, because what would happen if, let's say, something was to happen to her and she ended up having to be, on life support, right? Somebody's going to have to make that final decision, because two of them say yes and one of them say no, and the one who says no is like there's going to be a huge argument. Like
And it may be a last-minute decision.
right, and so you're going to have to go, hey, like somebody's going to have to make that
Yeah.
decision.
So
Somebody's going to.
it was probably Annie, one of Annie or Tommaso had that. Probably.
I would assume Annie would have had
Right.
that.
Yeah, I would say Annie.
Now, as
Yeah.
far as the real estate goes, Tommaso turned all of his affairs over allegedly to Annie for some reason.
Saw that.
Say what?
So Tommaso turned he created Annie as a POA
Only on that property.
on property. So there's a lot of weird stuff going on. So, but anyway,
so
the bottom
does Nancy have a trust?
revocable trust.
She does. We
Yes.
know that for
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And again, there's allegations going on out there that she wanted to change
See that? Yeah.
the beneficiaries of the revocable trust, which you can change at any point in time during a revocable trust.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and this is all information we
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. We don't know.
Well, I know here that they when I had to go to the hospital because I got sick here a while back and I got to where I couldn't breathe, and when I went in, they give me a paper saying that it was a do not resuscitate paper that I had to sign. They give you a choice to sign it on your own behalf in
Yeah.
case something happens.
If
Yeah,
you're
but
if
if-
you're able to.
But
yeah.
if you're able to, but what if you were in, something was to happen and you were able to go in and you wasn't able to sign that? Somebody's going to have that.
Do you have, Patricia, anybody with medical POA, like your daughter or son, anybody like that?
Well, my daughter, she's a nurse. She's an RN. So, and I didn't want her to have to make that decision. So I went ahead and signed it. And I think once you sign it, then, it's done took care of. You don't have to worry about it. It
Yes.
stands.
Do not resuscitate.
Yeah.
All right.
yeah,
I don't know how it is down there, but that's the way it is here.
But it's kind of, you don't want somebody laying in a coma for freaking 3 months. while they-
No, I mean, that would just bleed the family dry. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But I think that the reason why Materhead signed everything over to Annie was because he knows that they're getting close. They just ain't got enough evidence to put him where he needs to be right now.
A lot of people think that way.
A lot of people
When did he
do
do that?
have no evidence that he's involved in any way.
I mean, if they did find her, I mean, even if they did find her and found his DNA on her, I mean, he's one of the caretakers. Unless they could really prove that she really scratched the far out of him, or something like
Scratch the
that,
what?
or
What'd you say?
the far.
The
Scratch the far
far.
out of it. Yep.
I love it.
That's where the wise men came from.
Yeah, the far.
And speaking of, real quick, guys, I do want to say something here, and I'm gonna stay up. I'm not gonna go full screen, but I don't know if you guys know Justin Investigates. Mab, you know him, right?
I think so.
So Justin Investigates, great guy. You guys can look him up, but I think he's going through a real tough time, guys. He had a real big health scare. So if you guys would, if you do pray, please say a prayer for Justin. Bible says if 2 to 3 people come together and speak my name, I'll be in the midst. So you guys pray for Justin, that he's going to be okay, and he's going to pull through. So.
And he's a YouTuber, right?
Yeah, he's great. You guys need to check him out.
Is he the one with the pet monkey?
In the video, yes, ma'am. Yeah.
What, really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the one at the end of the video with the monkeys, and yeah,
He's like, this is great.
yeah, he's
The other guy with the monkeys and clips him.
really nice guy. So you guys say a prayer for Justin. We love Justin. Amen, shipwreck. That's right. So anyway. So we'll wrap this up. And Miss Sandra, any last words?
No, I'm just, like I said, I'm just every day waiting, to find out if, who did it, or if Annie and Tommaso have anything to do with it.
Yeah. It's
just-
it's looking worse and worse for them each day. And again, I do want to put this out. Didn't put this disclaimer out, but I'm going to now. All of this is alleged. This is just for entertainment purposes. We're not slandering or defaming or accusing anybody. This is we're just talking. So no, we're not accusing anybody.
Right, we're
of
just
anything.
talking, and
Everybody
we're
is
going by
innocent.
what
Yes.
Until proven guilty.
Yes.
until proven guilty. Yes.
Yes.
But I mean, with the information that they've only put out, what can we, think or expect?
That's right. And that's what I'm saying. It seems like if they wanted to take a little bit of the heat off the family, and I've said this before, at least Pima County would come out and give us a little bit more if they wanted to take that heat off that family. Right, Mike? I mean, there's some little things they could do. Give us a little bit more information, and everybody maybe can turn off the family.
But if they don't want them to, what would they do?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't know if you remember, but back in the beginning, I told you I think Nano's got something to do with it too.
Yeah.
Can we verify? Have we verified that any polygraphs have been taken or passed or anything like that?
I can't verify it, ma'am. I don't know. I hear it one day they have and one day they haven't, so I don't know.
I doubt it.
I don't know.
I don't think they have.
We're talking
Well, I
about
wouldn't
Justin.
trust
Hold
the
on.
one to give them anyway.
Real quick, we're talking about Justin Investigates. Justin is Clutch Them Pearls. That's a great show too. But I'm talking about Justin Investigates. So you guys go check him out. But I do like Justin at Clutch Them Pearls too. He does a good job on his show. But I'm specifically talking about Justin Investigates.
Yeah, this is a different channel.
Yeah. So
okay.
So Sandra, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. And
I like that dog with the mask.
Hey, that's my porch mask. That's my porch dog.
I was sitting there. I was like,
He needs a little bite light.
I know. That was I did that a few weeks ago. I said, boy, she looks so cute.
yeah, exactly.
Need to make her eyes red.
we found the
like her
purple.
head's lit up.
Found them, yeah. All right, Sandra, thank you so much.
The
All
eyes
right, y'all
match.
have a good one. Thank you.
Thank you. Talk to
See
you
ya.
next time. All right.
All right, bye-bye.
Miss Patricia, last words from you.
Hey, you can't get off until you say Materhead.
Man, how's your shoulder doing, Mike?
It's all right. It was more my elbow. But yeah, I'm able, as long as my thumb I don't rotate it to the outside. It's
Yeah.
fine. I have full range everything in, but if I go to rotate out, it hurts.
Is that a tendonitis or something?
No, me and Devin were doing some drills, and he slipped, and I went to catch him. And
Ah,
when I reached out over, and then my arm I hyperextended my elbow.
gotcha.
All right.
Miss Patricia,
Well,
last words?
I'm just waiting for them to. I think what they're doing is they're not going to say anything. Maybe they just want everybody to concentrate on the family and they're looking elsewhere to try to figure this out. Either that or they don't have enough evidence to put them where they need to be.
Right.
That's, and Nanos ain't helping at all with his bull crap.
Yeah. Yeah,
He's
well,
like Barney Fife. I've been waiting for him to shoot himself in the foot. You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
I would rather have Barney Fife.
I would too. At least he's got some type of sense of humor.
Yeah.
But hey, it's all
Yeah.
gonna come out. It's all gonna come to light, Patricia. I got faith that it will.
Well, I hope so because this poor woman really needs it. I know my mama, she asked about her today.
Mm.
You know, a lot of old people, a lot of old people, it really disturbs them that somebody that at that age can be in their own house and not be safe.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
And usually it's the family that turns around and does it to them. That's the bad thing about it because they get so greedy. They
Certainly.
don't want to work for nothing no more.
Yeah. Well, Miss Patricia, we love you and we appreciate you. We always appreciate you. Okay.
All right. Well, listen, I got my rub and stuff, and as soon as I try it out, I'll let you know how it is. But I'm pretty sure I read the ingredients and everything, and I usually use most of that.
Do you?
So I know it's probably going to be good anyway.
I can promise you it's gonna be good, but you got to try it before
Oh.
Sunday. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
I'll
you
try.
can even put that seasoning on a mater sandwich.
You can. Yeah.
Taterhead sandwich.
I ain't thought about that. I might have to try that. Eat me a mater sandwich.
All right, Miss Patricia, we love you.
All right. We
Love
love
you.
you
See
too.
ya.
All right. Bye bye.
See ya. Bye bye.
All right, Mapster, it's just us left.
I didn't know Richard had another video out. I guess that dropped when I was in Vegas.
Yeah, it did. He put another one out, and I'm proud of him, man. He's stepping outside of his comfort zone. He's very nervous, and so, can you imagine being in his mind? And
No.
I just, and that's why I want to talk to him, man. I just want to talk to him and
Yeah, I can't imagine.
and let him
you know,
speak, man. I just want to let him speak and hear him, and
This guy lost his whole livelihood
I know,
over some bullshit that was made up.
yeah, yeah. And I think maybe if he had a platform, a large enough platform to speak on, maybe it would help him. Number one, it would help him grow his channel because I know he wants to do that. But number two, it would help maybe shine a different light on him with other people. And again, I think that I could be able to talk to him and speak with him and tell him, let's break this down so people maybe can understand where you're coming from instead of jumping right in at a level that most people cannot comprehend. You know what I mean?
Well, my thing is, I want to be able to just carry on a conversation with him. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not even trying to even understand him, right? Like, as far as the ciphers. But, like, there's questions that I have that I just want to ask him, when he was talking, there was some, like, when he was talking about a we or this. Like, who is the we? I don't ask the question. I don't say something about we unless it's like me and you, right? But there was just questions that he would and I'm not. I just want to find out, and I'll trust him what he says, right? But I want to verify it.
Yeah.
But hey, he was talking about, like, we go through these ciphers. Like, who are you going through the ciphers with, or who?
And maybe he didn't, and that's what I'm saying.
And if he did, just be able to explain. Hey.
Yeah.
I took that out. You took that out of context,
Right.
and here it was. And
I think a lot of people took a lot of things out of context, and that's why I'm saying, I think if he's able to explain it, he can kind of bring things back together a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. But Mab, so anyway, you had fun in Vegas?
Yeah, it was good. Good
Man,
time.
I love Vegas. How far is it? It's only like an hour flight from you, right?
Right.
So
So we met Dolly and PJ. I met Chris McDonough. That's about it.
So,
I met the Turtles down there when we were on the Front Street.
so next year, Orlando, we're going.
or you guys are going to Orlando. If I can work it in with Key West during the same trip,
Yeah.
it might work, but I don't see going to Florida 2 separate times. So
Yeah, maybe you can work it in. Hopefully,
yeah,
I'd love to go to Key West as well. I've never been to Key West. I want to take my mom to Key West. So
Why don't you
we
just come
might
go
have.
down to Naples with us?
We usually get an A and B unit, so we extra unit, right?
I may get with you, man. We'll see what happens.
If we get that extra unit, I'll let you know.
Yeah, certainly. Let me know. Well,
All
all
right.
right, man. Well, I'm gonna bring some callers in, brother.
All right, sub up the maps to y'all.
That's right. If you guys go sub up Mab, he's where you at right now? You're on your way to 5,000, right?
4,100, something
Yeah,
like that.
you'll be there in no time. So I'm proud of you, Mab, and thank you so much for everything you've done for us. We
No
appreciate
problem.
you, and it's always
Love
good.
you.
Always good to talk to you, brother.
All right, peace.
All right, see you
See
later.
ya.
All right, guys. We'll open the phone lines for a few minutes, guys. If you guys want to call in,
What? Let's break down in a few minutes.
we'll open them up for a little while. We'll see what happens. So if you guys want to give us a call, the phones are open. It's 470
One more call, so we're opening for an hour.
470-499-0902, guys. You guys want to give us a call? The line should be working, hopefully.
So everybody, I was telling Adam that when him and Juice were on, we had in the chat, we actually had what time you were going to go off after saying the one more call. And I think I was within 5 minutes.
Hey, I'm here for you guys. So if you guys want to talk, that's what we're here for. How many likes are we at, guys? Can one of the mods give me how many? And the chat's been great tonight. There hasn't been any craziness. So thank you guys for that. Let's see what we got here, Mike.
I don't recognize that one.
Hello, this is Patriot Pride.
Hello, my name is Michelle. How are y'all?
We are all right. How are you doing?
Hello?
Hey there, can you hear us?
I can. Can you hear me?
I can, yes, ma'am. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Ohio.
Well, thank you so much for calling. How are you doing
My
tonight?
name is Michelle.
Michelle. Wonderful.
I am having a great night.
Wonderful, wonderful. What do you? What's on
And
your
I
mind
love.
tonight?
I got a question. When we keep debating if there's one perpetrator or two, do you guys ever consider not just the kidnapping action, but the aftercare for Nancy? Because I sometimes think maybe one person could kidnap her, but could just one person in their mind take care of her for a week or two when they thought she would live? Does that make sense?
Certainly, yeah. It's a great point. Yeah, I mean, I never, I
Yeah,
thought
it's just one of those things that I've always thought about. Yeah.
I was on board for just a short amount of time that it could be one person, but I just don't think the evidence leads to that. I think there has to be more than one person. However, I don't think
I agree.
there's a lot of people, because I think things would have come out by now if there were a lot of people. So I think it's a few people, but I don't think it's one person. And you don't either, Mike, do you?
No, I'm telling you, Army vet the other night was on point.
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about. That's for sure.
Like, and when he said, "Let me just ask you a question," change the kidnapping to hostage. Would you think?
Yeah.
I mean,
So Michelle, so what is your theory on what
Yes.
happened? If you want to put it out there.
Oh boy. I think it's family. I can't come to any other conclusion. I can't quite figure out why it's family, but I don't know. I mean, I'm a true crime fanatic. I mean, man, I was Diane Downs back in the day, if you remember her. So like I've been in this forever. This one just really has me stumped, but I just can't imagine anything else but family. I just can't.
Yeah.
well, if you look, and have to go back to statistics, and just being former in law enforcement,
Yes.
and this, that, and the other, statistics say, and people take the statistics for a reason, and 93% of the time, it's usually the last person that's seen them. Outside of that,
Yes.
think about if let's don't use hostage because that gets you take you another way. But think about kidnapping. It's so rare that an adult is kidnapped, especially an 84-year-old adult. So the statistics are very, very, very low on that. But then you start thinking about in all kidnappings, it's 90% of the time it's family that ends up kidnapping whoever. So now, now what would the numbers be if you have 90% of the time it's the last person they see, and then 90% of the time it's family? What are the chances that it's something else?
Yeah.
It's got to be 95 to 98%. But now you use hostage, that changes the whole scenario.
Go ahead, Michelle.
And I think that's one of the reasons this is so difficult to solve, because they don't have anything to even compare it to, really. There's nothing they can kind of go back in the playbook where an 84-year-old woman was kidnapped that wasn't more of what you hear in Mexico.
Right.
And again, guys, I want everybody to remember, I think that they have, again, this is my theory, they have much more. I think the FBI got involved, and I think they have much more information than we think they do, again, because they haven't put things out there to get our help. They've been holding it close to the vest, and they want to get as much evidence as possible because, I don't know if you guys know this, but the FBI has a 90 to 95% conviction rate once they send someone to trial. So they don't want to skew those numbers. They want to make sure they have all the evidence that they need in order to convict someone. So
what would the percentage be? You think
I agree.
90 plus percent, it would be, the last person they seen.
Oh yeah.
90. What do you think the percentile would be on that?
I don't know. We'll see.
Listen. I don't mean to interrupt, but you guys have to watch where Dr. Bricado, Gary, he breaks it down. He will talk, just like you said, statistically on everything. Her age, her race. I mean, he's got it. Boom, but boom, boom. It's fascinating.
Right.
And it comes back around to family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you had one bet that you could make, right, and what would it be? And I have to go with the numbers, and the numbers say 90% here and 90% here. Like, the numbers tell me, like, it's, and I could be off, but the numbers tell me otherwise.
I found it interesting. I looked back on all the stuff, like the first 5 days, and I rewatched the interviews where Savannah and Annie and Cameron. Man, Annie, there's something. I don't know. I'm sorry, Lord. That's not nice of me. I'm sorry.
Hey, I mean, your opinion's your opinion. And, I mean, we don't have anything else to go on because they won't give us any more evidence,
Correct.
So, I mean, that's what it's leading up to. Facts are the facts, from what we have, right?
Her body language is just incredible in those. Her body language. But I just wanted to tell you also, you guys fill me spiritually as well as you fill me with your knowledge. And I love you for that.
Amen.
I go to sleep with such a light heart after I've watched you.
Well, thank you so much for that. That means the world. Thank you.
It does.
We really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
We try.
Have a great night. I'm going to shut up now, but I'm so glad I got to talk to y'all.
I'm so glad that you called in. Call in again, okay?
I sure will. Thanks again.
Thank you,
right,
Michelle.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye. It's a great call. So, phone lines are open, guys, if you guys want to talk. So, let me see.
Oh, you over here doing something.
Yeah. So, let's see. I'm trying to find these statistics for what is the statistics for last person that saw someone having something to do with their disappearance. So it's over 80% of victims are harmed by someone in the social circle that they know. Hello, this is Patriot Pride.
Hey, this is Kathleen from Kenner, Louisiana. How y'all guys doing?
We are doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm just watching y'all on my tablet and stuff like that. And I do agree with y'all guys. The sheriff is lying through his teeth, or if you want to say through his butt. You know,
Okay. Yeah. It definitely seems that way.
I didn't want to say any curse words or anything, so that's why I said butt or to his cheeks or something.
Yeah.
Thank you. We appreciate that. Yeah, it seems that way for sure. And
But I do have a feeling. What, baby?
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just thinking, I do believe it's family. I'm thinking Tomato Head. And maybe Anna doesn't know, or maybe she does. Maybe she's covering for her husband because she loves him, and also the sheriff and the family is not talking to each other.
Yeah.
Which
When did that happen?
Kind of crazy because just recently, like, I don't know, a week or 2 weeks ago, where they got reports where the sheriff is no longer talking to Tomas, Annie, Savannah, any of those over there. And also, I think I was watching Juice a couple of days ago, and it just happened. Somebody had poop on the side where the guys have been sitting at, right over the rocks and the chopped up cactus bushes.
Yeah, that was so unfortunate.
To somebody to keep them from sitting
Yeah,
out there?
They thought they were going to keep them
that's
from there.
somebody what I would say is sick.
Yeah.
I would say that whoever that is not acting right and stuff. So that's all I needed to say, guys.
Well, thank you so much for calling.
It's great to hear from you. Thank you so much.
All right, y'all have a blessed night.
You too. Thank you, dear. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, that was not good. Juice was talking about it the other day when he was sitting out there. It's awful, man. And shout out to Juice.
He was awesome the other night on here.
Juice did a great job the other night. So, guys, make sure if you have not gone over to Juice and subscribe to him, please subscribe to him. And if you hadn't hit the subscribe button for us tonight, guys, please hit the subscribe button and please hit the like button, guys. We're almost at our goal, so please hit it. Hello, this is Patriot Pride.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. I was watching you on TV and it wasn't showing that you were taking the call. Anyway, I want to throw a wrench in there on. Oh, my name's Jeannie. I'm from way northern California. I called you guys about the, what do you call it? I went blank.
It's okay.
Victim witness program.
Yes,
Anyway,
yes.
what I wanted to throw the wrench in there is you were talking about them lying to us, and here's a thought of those videos that we've been just analyzing to death. What if those aren't even from that night? Those could be, they don't have timestamps on them. They just told us that they were from that night, and maybe they're not.
It's a good point. It's a really good point. We just, all we can go on is what they're telling us. That's
Yeah, and anything's possible. I mean, and that's what we're trying to discover. Like, why not just be outright and forthcoming? Unless you're trying to redirect or you're trying to lead us somewhere, right? Like, it's crazy, and that very possibly could be.
But like I said, my thing, you guys kind of disagreed with the way that it could all fall through with the victim witness situation. They could have killed her too, or whatever, but disappeared her. Sorry.
That's okay.
But that kind of goes in the lines of the big cover up. Also, if those videos, because they just threw it out there. Oh, that guy's from the 11th. Well, how do we know? There's no timestamp. And then the other guy on the porch doing all that jazz, that could have just been a random, from a month or two ago that he was a guy, you saw all those other guys going to different doors and stuff. He could have just been on her camera.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the night that she was abducted.
Certainly,
And
yeah.
they're just telling us that that's what it was.
Nothing surprises me at this point with this case. Nothing.
Me neither, actually. I've changed my theory a few times, but I'm still kind of, with the family and all that stuff. It's just all those coincidences like you were talking earlier. It's just too much.
Yeah, certainly. Certainly, yeah.
And when he's given his theories, you've come up with like 15 of them. When you give them, like, they're good selling points. Like, okay, I can understand. And then I have to go back and rationalize, like, what really makes the most sense. And I just have to go with my gut. And my gut from day one was, after watching how the crime scene was handled and how they didn't take in consideration, in implementing her going missing, right? Like, her just wandering off. Like, there's a protocol for that. Right. And how it wasn't done. And, there's just so many things. It immediately stuck out to me going, hey, this is not right. And when you walk into a room or you walk into a situation or you see something and you go, I cannot put my hand on it, but this is not right. This is not how it's being handled, or this is how it. And then all of it, and if it's not, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying it's our government. I'm not saying but it's bigger than law enforcement. It's something. Hey, you have to. It's bigger than what law enforcement can handle. I guess that's, and it's proven that it might even be bigger than what FBI can handle.
Yeah.
And I'm not a conspiracy theory in any, but tell me why these things didn't happen. There's no reason. Right. There's no reason, even justifiable or what, to say hey, why did this not happen? Why ain't somebody been fired over it? Why ain't been, there's so many whys that made me think, okay, this ain't right. It's got to be something bigger, or there's something bigger going on than what they want you to think about.
Right.
Exactly. Well, that's what I was saying before, is how everybody seems to just be playing dumb, like they don't know how to do their job or whatever. And that's where I came from in my last theory, was that they were basically told to screw it up, kind of. And I don't know technically if that's how it happened, but you know what I mean? It just seems like everybody's Keystone Pops. They're all running in circles and nobody's getting anywhere.
Yeah, certainly.
Kind of. That's the way it appears to us. But yeah, of course they aren't going to tell us everything. I don't expect them to. But
let me ask you a question.
Weird that it's so...
Let me ask you a question, and everybody in the chats can answer this question. Adam, I'm going to ask you too. If you went to work tomorrow and you did something that you were not supposed to do, and it was I'm talking about you made a huge mistake, right? What would happen to you? There would be some kind of consequence.
Yeah.
Right? There would be some kind of consequence. You would have, you would be asked to, take 2 weeks off without pay. You would be, until we have an investigation. Right. You would have, what would happen to you? I mean, if you did something that brought national attention to something in your work, they just gonna let you keep going like you're going. Mm-mm. You're gonna be getting a phone call from somebody, and it's gonna be like, oh,
yeah, certainly.
Here you go.
Certainly.
Like, people in the chats, if you had a screw up so bad that could be life altering for the nation, what's gonna happen to you? And you got to think of it like that, right? Like, I know in my position, I would be I mean, I couldn't fire myself, but I'd probably have to close shop.
Yeah. 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 Certainly. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
and why aren't they? And that's the thing.
You were talking about how it.
Go ahead.
You were talking about how you know, it's so much bigger than even the FBI or the cops or whatever. And that's the point, that what you were just talking about is there should be consequences for it, and there's not.
And
nobody's getting reprimanded for screwing this up so bad.
And that's what makes me think why, and y'all are kind of seeing into why I think what I'm thinking, right? Like, it's not like this is why I'm coming up with what I'm coming up with, because of these questions over here that I have of the why. If you can tell me a why, or you can show me that, you know, Nanos is removed, or the guy who was doing the investigation got fired, or like, show me some of them things and I can go, okay, I can back off that a little bit. But until you can show me them things, I'm believing what I'm believing, and I'm just airing out why I'm believing what I'm saying.
Yeah, certainly. Well, thank you so much. Great call. I appreciate you calling in tonight.
Oh, yeah. Yep. All right.
All right. You have a good evening. We'll talk to you next time, okay?
Okay, bye.
All right,
Thanks so much.
Bye-bye. RHI Designs, thank you so much for your gift membership. Says, I believe the case will break soon. Sent info to Brown County Sheriff Department today. God bless y'all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate you. Hello, this is Patriot Pride.
Hello.
Hey, this is old Philip. How's it going, brother?
What's up,
It's
Philip?
going. How you doing?
All pretty good. Just listen to you guys. Making a whole lot
We
of sense.
appreciate it. So what you thinking?
There's no way an old lady can walk in the garage that quick, close it up. Like we talked before, if it was my mother, my grandmother, my mother-in-law, I'd make sure she got inside. I'd make sure that she had her whatever that she needed, her medicine and stuff, and spend a little time there, then left.
Right.
So that's a big red flag.
Certainly. I agree with you. For sure. I mean, the only justification or legitimization that I can find for those 2 minutes is he or she pulled into the garage, right? If there's enough room for two cars, pulled into the garage, and she got out inside the garage and then went in. That's really the only way that I can see how it works with her under 2 minutes or under getting inside the house. But we don't even know if there was room in there for another car.
Right. Then the garage door would have to open back up for them to leave, right?
So the garage door went up and down in 2 minutes. And so, again, mine takes about 30.
Is there another door that you can open that doesn't open the garage door? Like, you see what I'm saying? So, like, what he's saying is, let's say that they got out. Let's say I parked outside, and we opened up the garage door, and we walk in. As we walk in the garage door, we walk in, we walk up the steps, we hit the button again, and it comes down.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Unless there is a door that goes outside from that garage, the garage door would have to be opened again for them to come out. If they walked her in the house.
Exactly.
Or are they going to come out the front door and then walk back around to the car?
Or they come out the front door.
Well, unless he just pulled in the driveway
And,
and she got out and went in, he stayed in the car.
There is no man alive that is not going to walk her in.
You would think. You would think.
Exactly.
Like,
I mean, I definitely am on board with you. I mean,
I'll go ahead and tell you, if I have two brother-in-laws, and if either one of y'all are watching, this is fair warning. If they drop my mom off and she is barely able to walk, and they do not walk her ass inside, I promise you, you won't be able to walk inside either. Like, that's just such disrespect, right? And I love my brother-in-laws. Like, I would lay down my life for them. But that's just saying you don't respect my mom. That's
just common courtesy. That
I mean, you I mean, she
I would
walks
do
up the
that for
steps
my
and she
neighbor.
falls and hits her head, right? And it ain't even got to be the mom. Like, it's just, I could, I mean, my little boy has enough common sense to like help somebody walk inside or pick something up, you know, for somebody. Like, I don't care. If they're going to the, if he's gonna have her out for dinner, over to the house, out of respect, like when he drops her off, right? Like, I could see if it was the Uber driver. I could see if it was something like that. But if you're gonna drop them off, at least make sure she gets inside. I mean, get into the door, right?
Right.
Like, I that right there blows my mind. Then comprehending, I could not understand that. Like, how many women in the
What you
chat
guys
raise
were
their
talking about
boys?
earlier,
Go ahead.
and what you were talking about in the chat with the lies.
Right.
I mean, in court, you lie one time, you're not incredible. I mean, incredible. You're uncredible
Mm-hmm.
after one lie. That's the way I feel about people.
Right.
They lie to me. It's just one time, and that's it.
Well, and
You know,
it and
not
it and
credible
it's,
ever again.
it goes back to like it can take 10 years for you to trust somebody, like build trust, and all of a sudden it takes that one lie to devastate it immediately.
That's true.
Right? So it's just
Right.
I don't know. It's hard for me to comprehend. That's why I asked, was there a door? Is there a door like that comes out of the garage that goes outside?
I don't know. There's a back door, but we think the back door goes into a like a mud room. I don't know if you remember me showing that back
Yeah.
door. I don't know if that goes into just a mud room and then it kind of goes in the house, or if it follows through into the garage. I'm not sure. I don't know.
So, got you.
I would say he went out the front door because he's that inconsiderate to just drop her off in there. He's just going to leave quick as he needs to anyway.
Yeah.
He's not going to go all the way through the back door and walk around to the other side.
The 2 minutes.
Just so
The
he
2
sound like
minutes.
he's a freaking
The 2
shark.
minutes doesn't add up to me whatsoever in any form or fashion.
I could see the 2 minutes, and that's what I'm saying. I don't think you like. So he pulls up. He doesn't pull into the garage. He just pulls up, and they open the garage door. They get out. They walk into the garage, and when you walk into the garage and you go up the steps, right? As you're going up the steps, and he's helping her,
Take her
I get
30
that.
you
seconds.
hit the button, and it comes down. I could see it would be I could see that possibly happening in 2 minutes.
I can't though, and it maybe, but I can't see that with a
Well,
woman
here-
with a woman that can't.
Well, hear me out.
It's not mobile, right? And it's gonna take time for her to at least get out of the car, right? It's gonna take time for her to get her cane. It's gonna take time for her to close her door. It's gonna take time for her. And Juanita actually did a great replication of this a while back, and it took way more than 2 minutes. So it could happen, but I just don't see it
I
happening.
mean, I just know like my mom does hair for a living, right? And just knowing and watching the little old ladies getting out of the car and going into the shop and this and the other,
Yeah.
they're always on point, right?
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is like they have their purse at their side. They and when the car stops,
Yeah.
because they want to get out on their own, right?
Yeah.
So like they're getting out and they're like ready to go. Now they might need help walking, but they gonna get out of the car and they on point. So I can see him getting out, walking her around, helping her get into the garage, going
that
ahead,
garage
walking
door
ahead of
has-
her, right? Going ahead, walking ahead of her, opening the door, and as she clears the garage door, you let the garage door down. I can see that happening, and then you're going on inside. What I
So
can't
and that door has to be all the way up because there's a laser at the
Right.
bottom.
That's true.
If it's just a halfway or 3/4 away, it's going to stop.
RH Designs, thank you so much again. Porch Guy doesn't have a living brother. He passed in 05, just saying. So, guys, I mean, we don't. And somebody said in here, it's a good point. If they even went in the garage, I know.
I didn't know this till the other day. I went, and I might have said this on the thing. I went to my buddy's house, and I had to pick something up, and he was at work, and he had told me what his code was. Just type in the code, and the garage door would come up, and it was right there on the outside. Well, it wasn't working, so I just called him and was like, "Hey, garage door's not working." He's like, "All right." He literally was like 45 minutes from the house. He got on an app, hit the button, it went up. I walked in, got my stuff. I walked out, and as I was walking out, he hit the garage door because he saw me, right? He saw me from the camera.
Yeah.
So he was able to control everything, the garage door, he was able to control from 45 minutes away.
Right.
So, and I was like, that's pretty impressive.
It is, yeah.
Just because I'm not tech savvy.
Well, and I don't mean for it just to be me and Mike talking here, Philip, but there's so many things coming to my mind here. Here's the thing, and I don't even know, I guess they're getting the timestamp from the garage door from an app. That's the only way I think they can get that timestamp, right? So if they're technologically advanced enough to use, I don't even have a garage door app, okay? If they're technologically advanced enough to use a garage door app, you're telling me they're not going to be part of her app for her cameras?
I'm not. I don't know
You
if they
see what I'm
have. I
saying?
don't know if
They
they
can
have an
disarm
app.
the cameras.
I'm just.
That's the
telling,
only way they can get the data point for the garage going up and down.
Not if it was a smart house, would it?
Yeah, my cameras, I can disable from my phone and turn them back on later on.
And if you disabled them, guess what? You wouldn't have any.
101, take care of that person, please. I'm back. Go ahead.
I just want to know who we're taking care of.
Mike's right. Let's take care of it.
I mean,
that's what we do. Anyway, sorry, Philip. You go ahead, man. We're over here talking, so sorry, man.
I was just saying, my app for my cameras, I can disable them and turn them back on.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
So,
That's a good point. That's a good point. And like I said before, even if they didn't have access to the app, it said if it in fact was the Pima County 911 call for Nancy, on that call that they were able to access her phone.
right. So would the app been? Well, if they couldn't access the app, is that saying that the app's not on her phone?
I think they were meaning they couldn't access the cameras from their phones. You know what I mean? They didn't have access to see those cameras from their house, is what I took it as.
But
it's mainly
that's not saying that the app's on her phone, though.
home
Yeah,
ad.
take care of whoever you need to take care of, please. You know how we do it.
Man, they must have said something.
You're chopping heads tonight, ain't you?
Well, I'm not going to deal with, we're here, we're a loving community, we're here, we're family, so we don't need any of the BS. So, it's sad that people don't have a life enough to go and do other things, and they don't have jobs. They're in grandma's basement with nothing to do except for get behind a keyboard, and that's all they do all night long. It's terrible.
Warriors.
It's a pretty sad life to live, honestly. But
what did the guy say?
It's just a couple people in here that just want to be stupid. That's all. But Philip, hey, it's good to talk to you, brother. It's always good. We appreciate you hanging out with us, and we always appreciate your ideas and your theories. So we'll see what happens, man.
Yep. All right. Well, y'all take care.
You too, brother. We'll talk to
Good
you
evening.
We'll talk to you next. We'll talk to you next time. Okay, man. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye. I think we're on a delay tonight. I think our voice and our chats are on a delay tonight. But anyway, so yeah, guys, I'll leave the phone lines open for a couple more minutes. Somebody said the phone lines are off the chain tonight. Thank you, guys. Thank you, the mods, for taking care of everything for us. Hello, this is Patriot Pride.
Hello, this is PK from the Pacific Northwest.
What's up, PK?
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Doing
Wonderful.
Good.
I just had a couple of things to say. I don't like the way that neighborhood that Nancy lived in is treating other streamers, I guess you call them.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
just don't like the way they're being treated. They're not doing anything out of hand, you know.
They're the only
And
ones
those
They're the only ones
people
keeping
that
her.
live there,
I don't mean to cut you off, but they're the
that's
only ones
right.
keeping her name out there.
That's right. And
Well,
they want all the streamers to go away, but they don't. Nobody is saying anything that there's a possible killer on the loose still. You know,
and here's the thing.
they're jeopardizing their own safety just to get rid of the YouTubers.
They want to get rid of and this is the biggest thing, is they want to get rid of the YouTubers because it's not their grandma, or it's not their mom, or it's not their. But I'll be danged, I guarantee you the majority of them would want that if it was theirs. And they would be complaining if something went and happened in that subdivision 2 or 3 days from now. They would come out complaining that they didn't get the same kind of, publicity because of who they were. And they wouldn't want that, but they would be begging for the YouTubers to come out and do it and help because they wasn't getting that attention. So
Turtle Gang,
That's
thank you
true.
so much. It's awesome to see you. Thanks for being over here with us.
there's just a lot of
The
selfishness.
other thing I wanted to. I'm sorry.
No, you go
Go
ahead.
ahead. The other thing I wanted to say is we didn't find out about the flower pots and the chairs blocking the doorway, correct? For a long time. We didn't find out that.
Yes, ma'am.
So-
Yeah, it was a while.
My question is, there's blood on the front porch, and now we find out later that the chairs are propped open with, the doors are propped open with chairs and flower pots, and they had to climb over all this crap to go in and investigate, and they think it's a walk away? Come on, nanos.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Beach Walker, I want to say this real quick. I don't think it's about the clicks for these guys. Juice is a real good dude. Alex is a real good dude. They could care less about these clicks. I can tell you from knowing these guys, they're out there doing this to keep Nancy's name alive. I can promise you they don't need those clicks. They could go get them somewhere else. So, you can have that opinion and maybe that's what you think, but I can tell you that's not what it is. Those guys don't have to take time out of their day to go out there and create awareness. They're not doing anything other than creating awareness for her. And if not them, who else? Nobody else is going to do it. And yeah, we do it from home, but and they're actually keeping the neighborhood safer to me, Mike.
Right.
They're creating recognition for that neighborhood that at this point in time may be unsafe. We don't know. There's still a killer out there, guys. So I'm so sorry to interrupt you there, but I just wanted to make that point.
That's what I said too. There's possibly somebody on the loose that's going to do harm to people, and that neighborhood is trying to chase everybody away. It's like an open invitation to the perp.
Right.
I
don't know.
I know of
the last
them.
thing I wanted to say.
You go ahead.
I think
Go
we're
ahead.
on a little bit of delay. I'm so sorry. But yeah, go ahead. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
The last thing I wanted to say is clear back when I was in high school, if my mom drove my friends home or my friend's mom drove me home, everybody waited in the driveway until we got all the way inside and took the light switch for the porch light and flashed it on and off a couple of times, letting the people outside know we made it in.
Right. I mean, when we
I
drop people off, if I'm pulling up and I'm dropping somebody off at their car, right? Like, I don't drop them off and automatically back out and turn around and leave, right? I wait to make sure that they get in their car,
Right.
and I make sure that their car cranks, right? Like, and then
Right.
like normally
Common courtesy.
we pull out, I'll pull out, they'll pull out, and then I'll follow them out. Like, that's just what I do. Now, I'm not saying everybody does that, but for the most part, especially if I'm just not going to just drop somebody, an 84-year-old person, and just drop them off and be like, all right, peace, see ya. Right? Like, I wouldn't do that.
Right.
And that's
what I mean.
A lot of the
Even when
people
we
I
were
know
kids,
wouldn't do that.
You know.
Certainly. Yeah, great point.
Right.
And what I was going to say earlier.
That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for calling us. It's always good to hear from you.
Thank you, guys.
Call back, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
I will.
All right, bye-bye.
And after knowing Alex and Juice and getting to talk to them and like finding out like what they do at like their heart, like I wouldn't want nobody else out there looking for me like and spreading the awareness.
Of course, among other guys, obviously there's other people out there, but yeah,
that's just
we
me
know
personally that I know.
Shell, thank you so much for your donation. God bless Patriot Pride. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate you. Hello, this is Patriot Pride.
Hey guys, it's Jen.
Hey, how are you?
How are y'all doing?
Doing good.
Good. I'm sorry I missed most of it. I'm coming in at the last minute, and I know Mike wants to go home probably.
Oh,
I
we
won't
good.
keep y'all long, but
We're still early in the stream right now.
I well, I already see people in the chat. One more call, lies.
So when we started
But,
taking the calls, I immediately said one more call, so it would be that 1 hour.
How have you been, Jennifer?
So what? I've been good. I've been kind of watching some other information on the Guthrie case and just trying to keep up on what is coming through. And I think what's interesting, first I want to touch on the streamers. I agree with you 100%. And I also find it odd that people are upset that they can make some money doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, some of these guys are out there 12 hours a day. Like, you know, I don't mind that they make money doing it. I'm getting something out of it by being able to listen to them, listen to the neighbors. They're getting some unique information as well. But anyway, and then the next thing was Nanos's interview. Oh my goodness. So I didn't get to hear your take on it, the two of you. I am curious. I personally, I'll just tell you my opinion, and I'd love to hear yours. When I was watching it, I really felt like it was watching somebody playing very, very bad poker. It felt like he was giving away a lot of his tells. And I feel like he's, I know the common phrase now is, word salad. But I don't know a better explanation except that the questions he was circling. My take on it was that he's not getting any information. I believe that the FBI is keeping it close to the vest. This is my opinion. And I feel like he is feeling like it's necessary to do these press conferences because people are asking, but then he doesn't have any real answers. And I know some people feel like that's a bad thing, that maybe that means it's cold. I truly believe that what I've said all along is, sorry, my clock's going to go off,
okay.
Is that I believe that they have a heck of a lot more than they're saying they do. And I heard somebody I saw somebody in a chat earlier today say that they believe that, or they heard from somebody that they do actually have more footage. So that would be very interesting. I've kind of felt that way all along, if that's accurate, but that they have a lot more, because I feel like they just would have revealed it. But anyway, what are y'all thinking?
Me personally, I've not seen the interview, so let me just say that straight. But I as you were talking,
okay,
I don't mean to interrupt you, but you're smarter now than you would be if you watched the interview.
So as I'm as I was sitting there listening to you describe
I think it'd make more sense if you were drunk. So maybe.
Okay, so sitting here listening to you describe it, the first thing that popped in my head was, I think he would probably have done the interview so he could stay relevant. Does that make sense? So he's not
That's
getting the
100% my feeling as well.
He's not, and that's just me. He's FBI's over here. He's not talking to the family anymore, and I got to go back to them whys, right? So he feels that he's losing grasp. He's getting out of the loop. So he wants to stay relevant, and he wants to. I think that's why he drives the Corvette. To be honest with you, like he wants. it's recognizable. Oh, there he is. Let's go ask him. Oh, people would much rather chase a Corvette than chase a blacked out Tahoe that you can drive around, right? Like, so he wants that notoriety and he wants to be relevant.
He's very egotistical.
Right.
Very.
So that's probably why he went on.
Well, yeah, he's the current boss hog, you know.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it, yeah.
And look at what kind of car he drove. I mean, come on.
I know, that's why I said that, with
Yeah.
the big old horns on the front of it.
All
Yeah,
he needs
exactly.
is Flash.
Right.
He's a little dog.
So.
Oh my God. Roscoe Pico here.
That's right, yeah.
And so that's why I think personally, like, he would go on. Now that it's in the FBI, they aren't coming out doing a press conference until they tell you they got somebody. So I think he's going out just trying to be relevant.
I truly feel that way too. Yeah. I think so too, and I feel like that's what was interesting to me is that she kind of touched on in the interview that, you know, aren't you involved, you know, or didn't you say that you're still talking to the family, and he said, oh yeah, we're involved with the family. And I'm like, didn't he just come out saying he's not talking to the family?
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking, I really feel that, the FBI is in charge now. And I kind of have been asking even, you know, I know we probably shouldn't mention other YouTubers in here, but I asked one of them, the interview room, I did ask in there, my question was if they believe that Derek Colella was involved, which I think a lot of us feel like he was. I don't feel like it was just a random troll. Then wouldn't that make it, at that point, FBI's jurisdiction because it had left the state? And I mean, because I think that's what we've been hearing all the time is that Pima County is in charge. It's their case. And I don't know enough legally of how that works, but I thought that if it crossed state lines, then it was therefore, you know, national, which would put FBI in charge.
What did they say?
That's correct, yes.
Okay. Well, they didn't really answer it. He was kind of, they were like, well, Pima County's in charge, and then it's like, I don't know. I didn't feel like I got a really straight answer, but I have a feeling that they believe that FBI is in charge now too. I just think I would love for you to see that interview and go over that, just because I really felt like there were a lot of tells in it that are the Nanos tells. I feel like somebody has told him to keep his mouth shut, which I don't feel like that's new news. But it was very obvious in the interview that his answers were a lot about nothing. It was not an answer.
No, yeah.
And
yeah,
she sounded terrified.
Yeah.
I mean, we couldn't see the interviewer. She sounded terrified. Like,
yeah.
He's going to kick me out if I say the wrong thing, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, it was a whole lot of nothing for sure. I mean,
So
honestly,
he was just talking circles?
Just circles, dude. He did not answer one question. It was that interviewer. It was like an interviewer just trying to answer the question, but really never answering a question.
So it was giving them yeah.
Yeah.
So to me, in just listening, so when you go to the police academy or you in law enforcement, you actually you can take this class and you can read this book. I don't know the exact name of the book, but it's like verbal judo, right? So it's me and you talking, and I'm just grappling with you. Like, I tell you stuff that keeps you interested for you to make a mistake, or you to do, or to de-escalate, or to escalate. And it, to me, not hearing the interview, it sounds a lot like him just doing verbal judo, right? Like, I'm going to tangle you up. I'm going to, and if you think about judo, I'm not going to try to tap you out. I'm just going to wear you out. And it sounds to me like that's how that interview went. Like,
yeah.
You're right. It was a lot of wax on, wax off.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, Jennifer, yes, if a criminal crosses state lines, the FBI can take over when the act becomes a federal offense. So, crossing state boundaries often triggers.
So wouldn't that make?
Yeah.
Unless they have a
So
feeling.
my question is, if
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead.
We're on a delay, Jennifer, so it's kind of. I'm sorry about that. So, but you go ahead.
Well, I'm an interrupting cheese sometimes, so I apologize.
You good?
No, my question is, with that information, since you're in law enforcement, here's my question: if the FBI is truly in charge now, say it is federal, say Colella was definitely involved, do they still? I mean, is Pima County still the umbrella that's in charge? Like, in other words, do they have to report back to Pima County all their findings, or can they still hold everything close to the vest, even from Nanos?
Oh, they could. Once they take over, they can cut Nanos out altogether. But
okay, then that solidifies my suspicions. I think he's been cut out.
Because
I think
think
that's
about
why he hasn't done more interviews.
So
Yeah.
Army vet was talking about something, and I saw it in the chat earlier, and think about it, and it totally makes sense, right? So you have local and state laws, right? You have local and state law enforcement. They do not have the same jurisdiction that FBI does. So as long as local and state do the investigations, this, that, and the other, it gets sent to a crime lab in the state. It could get sent, out of state. They control that. Once it goes federal,
Okay.
it's almost like high school, and they're all good at what they do, right? But it's almost like high school, and then you have college, and then you have the pros, and them state officials or them state law enforcement, their ultimate goal is to go FBI, to go to and not just FBI, but DEA, go federal, right? And your locals trying to go what? They're trying to go state. So when you're sitting there and you go, okay, when the state comes in, I mean, does a pro player give a damn what a high school coach thinks? Probably not, right? Does a college player give a dang what a high school football player thinks? Probably not. So when they walk in, and the FBI says, "Hey, I'm in charge." They're in charge whether they like it or not. And that's why you watch some of the movies at times and they're like, "But that's my case." Sorry.
Yeah. Hey, I don't mean to interrupt you guys real quick. Steph, thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate you. And Mike, I'd go with the Calumet 16, brother. Sorry about that. Y'all go ahead.
Oh, y'all talking about bourbons?
Yeah, sorry.
So with that being said, like, you start seeing a lot of anger and, just the animosity towards, hey, the FBI thinks their shit don't stink. A lot of times it don't stink. Because you're just that good at what you do, or you wouldn't be in that position. So
that's why I was asking. I mean, I see some people saying it's not all FBI, is it? It's a mixture of Pima. Well, that's why what I heard, and now you've confirmed, is that if it's gone across state lines, FBI is in control.
Exactly.
Now,
out of courtesy, they can keep Pima County in charge. I would think
they could keep them in the loop if they wanted to.
I think the problem is right, out of courtesy, right?
Yes.
I mean, and out of respect for. But unfortunately, since there's been, in my opinion, and what I'm thinking has happened, such a huge amount of disrespect, and the amount of leaking, I think that they've had to, put the cork on it. So to me tonight, and I think at WV, I can't think of the rest of your call sign, said the exact same thing. It's like, this was absolutely ridiculous, this interview. I really think you should watch it. It was literally a lot about nothing.
Yeah.
It was complete circles, trying to sound relevant, trying to sound like he knew what was happening. And to me, it was a tell of, he kept saying, look, like we're experts at this and we're very good at our jobs. And I'm paraphrasing, but there was a point in there where he said, we've done well with all of our cases. And I'm like, the amount of lies, and when I say lies, they're literal facts that he disregarded there. They were lies. He made it sound like they have solved all these cases, and we know for a fact they haven't. There's a lot of people missing, and as somebody said tonight, you know, what's interesting is they've done these searches, these YouTubers have out in the desert around Nancy Guthrie's place, and they've found 1,000-year-old bones. And then they've found some other stuff. It's like, has anybody searched the desert in 1,000 years?
Right.
What's happening?
Yeah, I know.
I'm joking.
Yes.
But it just feels like there really has not been a lot of care and concern in this. And then last, so that you guys can take other callers and go home, the other thing that I was kind of going over today in my head, and I know I've brought it up before, but the whole Scott Peterson case, I feel like that one is ingrained in my brain because Lacey was pregnant at the same time I was with my last child, and it just hit me hard when she went missing. And I was like, how does a pregnant lady go missing? And they were out there. I mean, Scott was wearing a pin with her face on it, and everybody was searching, and there's all these, you know, search groups. I know we all keep saying it, but I don't know that it will get old. I don't know why nobody is looking. It's just very, very odd to me. It's so frustrating. And the only thing I could think of is that maybe the family has a lot more information than we do about her and where, I don't know. It seems like there would have to be more information to make me stop.
Right.
But that's all I have to say.
No, yeah, I mean, always great points, great insight, Jennifer. We always appreciate you calling. It's always great to hear from you. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a good rest of your night, and definitely call back in next time, okay?
You too.
All right,
Thanks for letting me call in.
Thank
all
you.
right. Good night.
Good night. Bye-bye. Jennifer's always a great call.
So, Krista in the chats, retype what you put in. I was only able to read half of it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And I can only see like 2 over here, so. Yeah, so everybody say a prayer for Justin. And everybody go over and sub up Fat Redial.
Hey, how many of y'all are in here now have heard that song that we played earlier?
Yeah, put a 1 in the chat. If you guys heard the song, put a 1 in the chat.
I want to hear it again. I mean, just to be honest.
If you guys did not hear the song, put a 2 in the chat. So 1 if you heard it, 2 if you did not hear it. I just tried to buy a T-shirt and a hat, but it says invalid address. Do you ship to the UK? Unfortunately, it made in the dark. It costs so much for shipping to go over there, and I'm so sorry for that. We had someone that wanted to buy some barbecue sauce, and it was just so expensive.
It was like $200 to ship it or something, wasn't it?
Hello, this is Patriot Pride.
Hey there, bourbon friend.
What's up? How are
I'm in
you?
your chat right now, sipping on that Calumet.
Is this Mike?
Yes, it is.
Well, it's good to hear from you, man. Thanks for calling in.
I'm calling in. What about them? About the ransom notes?
What do you think?
How would one of the ransom notes describe the broken floodlights that were facing the pool if they weren't there?
Well, that's a good question. A lot of speculation has been that someone could have watched the early news coverage of it. You know, when they showed some areas around the house, and that they kind of saw that out there. But
that was the second or third note, and that came out pretty early.
Yeah.
Before. So we kind of got to take a little bit of knowledge from them notes. I can't just forget about them notes.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah, sure. Let me ask you this. Do you think... Go ahead.
Oh, you go.
I just was going to ask you, do you think Kallela had anything... Do you think he had any relevance in this or not? Do you think he was just opportunistic, or do you think he was actually involved?
I think it was opportunity.
Okay. So what else were you gonna touch on there? I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
The blood flow direction. I was watching Interview Room and then the lab tonight, and they were really going over that. Investigators following that trail, taking the right turn off of Nancy's porch, heading towards the backyard.
Right.
Those were U.S. attorneys. Those weren't just a regular typical detective. That lady with the blue jacket, sports suit, like women would wear,
Yeah.
Kamala Harris style, you know. Her, that other woman with the high heels, the man with the red brim hat, and the other guy with the black glasses. They were onto that trail, and then they stopped at the gate heading into the pool area and were taking more pictures there.
Yeah.
So I believe they probably took her out the back door, the patio door that is connected to her bedroom, brought her through the fence, set her on the porch for a while until the camera was gone, or after the camera was already gone, until the car could pull in and load her up.
That's a good theory. Yeah, I mean, that's certainly a good theory. I wish we knew, in fact, that actually was blood that continued over there, right?
My only question is, and I'm thinking. Go ahead.
Chris McDonough showed that there was blood going that way. That's what those people were taking pictures of. That was Fox that put out those. He said them were from Fox. Those weren't just from the first original pictures that we see coming from the porch going down to the driveway. So I believe that extra blood deposit on the porch was her staging area before she could be moved.
Gotcha. That's a good theory. It's a really good thought.
Here's my question though. We've been out there, and not us being out there, but you have YouTubers out there that are in front of the house, right? And it's not like it's a desolate road. Like, people travel that road a pretty decent bit. My biggest fear would be, I want to be, and I go back to thinking about being concealment and cover, right? I want to be concealed as much as possible. And me going out that side and dealing with that front, I want to deal with I want to get from one spot to the other without being seen. If I'm sitting there at the front driveway as the staging area, I can't explain why the blood's there. I can't, but I'm just thinking, like, what would have had to happen for them to put the staging area there? There's not very many people going, hey, let's go commit a crime and let's just sit on the front porch, or let's do stuff in the front yard. Does that make sense? Like, the stuff in the back, I could see, like, hey, we're going to stage them in the back. We got a fence blocking us. Like, we're under cover of the porch. I don't know. I'm thrown off by that. I can see coming out the gate, from the side, but then moving to the porch and waiting, like, maybe that's where she fought, right? Like, they brought her over to the side, and she tried to get free, and they fought right there, and then they grabbed her and put her in the car.
Or maybe she had a medical emergency right there at the porch, or they put her on the porch to wait for the car to come, Who knows? I mean, it's a good theory.
That's exactly what I'm saying. They put her on the porch until the walkie-talkies, they called the driver to come get them.
Yeah, it's a great theory.
So I believe it was two people at the house and one driver. That's where I'm at.
I'm trying to put myself in that situation. You imagine, I'd be scared shitless that somebody's going to drive by during that time.
Can you imagine, yeah.
I'm just thinking, like, oh my God. Like,
that's why I never thought they went out the front. But
right,
I mean,
I would be like, hey, come pull up. We coming out that side door, the back, busted the light so you can't be seen, and go that way. And that, when you were talking about the busted light, that's what made me think that they probably did go out that back side of the house. I've never been able to really explain the blood in the front.
I believe they entered through that side kitchen door where we seen Savannah pictured playing that guitar. and then they realized it was too hard to get her out of the house that way.
So they planned on
So
taking
then
her out where
So
the
they
doors
brought
are.
her up.
Yeah, they
So
planned.
they improvised.
So then
Yeah.
So then they bring her out of the patio door that was connected to her bedroom because it was a wider door, easier to get her out, especially if she was on a cart, like those pull behind carts people use
Yeah.
for gardening. And I also believe that those things have like those little plasticky rubber wheels like a baby stroller, so there wouldn't be no traction, you wouldn't see no tread.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, really good ideas. Good.
That's the
good
first
thoughts.
time that
Yeah.
you saying that tonight is the first time I thought that they would have came out that side.
Yeah. It's a good thought, man. Really good theory. Well, you
All right,
enjoy.
you guys keep doing what you do. I'm gonna keep watching. I'm already subscribed to you. So you
Wonderful,
guys
man.
keep doing what you're doing. I'm trying to share some knowledge.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Enjoy that Calumet 16, brother.
Oh, my next one I'm popping open is E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof.
Ooh, that's one of my favorites right there. I love that. I got a couple bottles down
Oh,
there.
yeah.
That's great, brother. Hey, thank you so much, man, Mike. We
I've
appreciate
got
you.
over 300. Yeah, I've got over 300 bottles in my selection, so I've got a bit to go through.
That's awesome, man. Well, if I were there, I promise you I could help you go through it. But thank you so much for calling in, man. It's good to talk to you.
Yep.
All right, see you later.
Thanks.
Have a good night.
You too. Bye bye. I'm going to pause the phones for 1 second because I think people want to hear the song. But real quick, Made in the Dark. Yes, it says hi Adam. I'm trying to buy a T-shirt and hat, but it says invalid address. Do you ship to UK? Did I already
read that.
Thank you so much for that, for your support. Sorry. Yes, the prices are outrageous there for shipping. So I'm so sorry for that. So I think some people want to hear.
I want to hear it again.
The song again, guys. So
we hear the song again. You might get another 30 minutes out of me before I'm saying, hey, I need to go Waffle House.
Hey guys, if you have not hit the subscribe button yet, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. We're Patriot Pride. We're a nonprofit. We help out military families. So if you're new here, thank you so much for tuning in. If you hadn't hit the subscribe button, please hit it. And hey guys, thank you so much. We got to 600 likes, so we exceeded our goal again tonight. So thank you guys so much. We love you guys. Can't do it without you. So again, we appreciate everything that you guys do for Patriot Pride. So let's listen to the song one more time, guys. It's awesome. Fat Reed Owl is amazing. So let's check it out.
Even the background and all.
Nice, isn't it?
Was sick.
All right, here we go, guys. Check this out.
Porch guy turns to look at the exact area of change.
In memory we find purpose.
101 SB.
Through the pain we find light.
TYSM for
For the
supporting and always being
Guys.
so kind. Unfortunately, I don't.
Guys,
think
you
I'll
gotta
be
give
able
me
to
a
ship here.
second.
He said something a little bit ago.
I was like, I did not hear that in the first song.
4335 says.
Guys, you guys
Diane,
got to give me a second. I got to
everything
turn
is
this
so
voice
bizarre.
off. I don't know.
Basil Lake D3B says.
I got to turn the voice
No
off,
wonder
guys.
Do y'all
this
hear the
slash
voice?
reported
You
the
hear it
dump truck
talking?
with
I think they
rocks
hear it
and
talking.
Cacti leaves.
Dude.
Laura dastardly acts go unnoticed.
Dude, shut up, bro.
Jinvision says.
Mike, I
So
don't know
all
how to do
these
it.
people TNA, Luke D, KD, Kalila,
Hold on,
Isaac
hold on. We're
Josiah
going to get there.
Strauss,
We're going to get there.
DJ Majito, did I miss anyone?
We're going to get there, guys.
Yes,
so if
he
they
is.
all are SUS, where does that leave RN theory? Does he know any of these peeps?
I'm just going to hit every button.
Jinvision says. Nice.
Hold on, guys.
Rachel 3078 says. They
Go
could
to-
hear the dog
what
barking
about
next door
options?
as well, no doubt, but what took place in the 29 minutes inside the house?
All right, here's what we're gonna do.
101
Are
SB
you
says,
Here's what we're gonna do.
going
Here's
here?
what we're
please
gonna do. Here's what
subscribe.
we're
Most channels require it
We
in
got
order
it.
to be in
We
the
got
chat.
it.
It's
Just
free,
give me a second,
and
guys.
you'll get notifications
Give
for
me a
future
second,
streams.
guys. We got this.
And you can customize the notification frequency. Medine
He's
Dog
just
Artillery
talking,
says,
dude. He just wants to talk.
101. Oh, I missed it. Love, sorry. Girl,
Hold
I
on,
know the
guys.
shipping
Hold on,
is mad
guys. Hold on.
expensive. Queen Kicheas says, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, don't miss the
Dude,
next stream, join the family.
I've turned everything off, and it's still
Idish's
talking.
Faithful Loaf says, never heard it
He's
yet.
gonna come up. Adam, are you
101
married?
SB says, Marie, it's so expensive
This
even
is
to
hilarious.
ship RN even within the States.
Hold on, guys. Stay with me. Stay with me.
Dreaming Bluesky
Stay
S.
with me.
Andy Beaches says,
All right, hold on.
please hit the like, share, and subscribe
Hold on.
button.
Hold on.
Stack
We holding,
6165
bub.
says, woo-oh. Jin Vision says, LMFAO. Angel Marty 4335 says,
Could you
what
close
is
the
that?
chat and then reopen it?
Jamafox
I'm trying to close it. I've closed it up here.
Says,
They're
LOL.
all laughing.
I
Harry
know.
C.
I'm
Apri
sorry,
says,
guys. Just give me a second.
Adam, are you married?
I told you it's gonna come up.
Hold on. We're almost there.
Oh, you done?
I think we're there, guys.
Okay. Now
Sorry about that. All right, let's get back to the song, guys. Sorry about that.
You gonna have to start it over.
This guy was talking. He just wouldn't quit talking. So, anyway, we're back here, guys. Let's listen to the song.
Porch guy looking at.
In memory we find purpose. Through the pain we find light. For the heroes who stood for us. We stand before you to tell your story. Still carrying the fight. From the front lines of hometown streets, we stand side by side. For the families left behind. This is patriot pride. Raise 'em high, let the truth be told. Every story, every soul. Honor, courage, sacrifice. Keeping legacies alive. Searching for the truth. Through the darkness, through the light. For the fallen and the brave. This is patriot pride. Here on Patriot Pride, we cover true crime. We uncover the stories that deserve answers. The cases that demand attention. Solving the mysteries within and finding the truths hidden beneath the headlines. In between all the public officials' lies. Because honoring the fallen means seeking the truth. From sacrifice comes purpose. From remembrance comes action. This is patriot pride, true crime, where every story matters and every hero is remembered. In honor of Ryan King and all that have fallen before, now and beyond, your stories will carry on. Here's some advice given by First Lieutenant Daniel Hyde, who gave the ultimate sacrifice. Do not accept mediocrity in any aspect of your life. Patriot pride is now live. Patriot pride is now live.
Dang.
Pretty good, right? What do you
Yeah.
guys think about that? Fat Redal is awesome. If you guys have not heard that before, Fat Redal did that for us.
Like I was playing air guitar over here.
He was. So hey, go sub up Fat Redal. I think he's got a YouTube channel as well. So thank you so much, man. We really appreciate that. It gives me goosebumps every time I hear it. So I really appreciate it. A lot of people saying that needs to be the theme song.
I would love it.
Yeah, it's a little long. I don't want to bore you guys on an intro, but I wanted to make it the intro. So I may. We'll see. All right, guys. I'll open the phone line up. We'll take a couple more. We'll take a couple more calls.
I was going to tell you that story I had to tell you before.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
So, Devin's at football camp, and so he's at the Georgia camp. Coach Kirby Smart and all the guys there's like 722 campers there. But while we were sitting around and we were waiting, I was talking to some guys, and one of them just happened to be a military. He's been in for 10 years, and we got to talking. His nephew was at the camp, and we were just sitting there, and Devin made a really good catch, and they was like, oh, and he's like, which one's yours? And I was like, the one that just made that catch. And so we just got to talking. His son was the one who threw the ball, so it was pretty cool. And he's like, where you from? And we said we were local, and this, that, and the other. He's actually getting ready to ship out to Saudi Arabia for something. But we were sitting there talking, and I told him about Patriot Pride and what all that we do. Crime scene, we talk about true crime, and we just do everything to help. We have a barbecue vertical that we give back, and he was like, you don't understand just being in the military of how people truly how it makes us feel when we have people who actually do give back. And it gave me chill bumps. And we were sitting in there was thousands of people, and you've been in their indoor practice facility. It was super loud, but it was like to hear him say, hey, you don't understand. You hear the things, but to actually be able to talk to him, and he was just like, hey, thank you for doing what you're doing. And I was like, we aren't really, you're the ones that's serving. Like you're the one. He's like, no, you don't understand. Like that was our calling to serve.
Yeah.
You don't have to appreciate it, but to know that people really appreciate it. He was like, it means everything. And he said I would do it again tomorrow.
That's
so
awesome.
it was pretty cool to just be able to interact. And
that's awesome.
So
Made in the Dark, so sorry to hear about that. So sorry to hear about it. And that's the good thing about this song, Patriot Pride. It can be whatever country you're from. I mean, you're a patriot. So thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. Yeah, I didn't turn it back on because I wanted to hear Mike's story. So they're back on, guys. Phone lines are back on if you guys want to give us a call. We'll take a few more calls. And I'm going to try to turn this chat back on, guys. And I'm hoping this guy's going to shut up and he's not going to talk over everybody. So
I'm just glad you.
We'll see what happens. May have to turn it back off again. Hello, this is Patriot Pride.
Adam.
Yes.
And Mike, it's Jim.
Hey, what's up, Jim?
I was worried about you. You doing okay?
Hey. Yeah, I'm in Oregon. I had to fly out today for my twin grandchildren's graduating from high school on Saturday morning.
Congratulations, man.
And so I flew out here. Yeah, they're excited about it. So I was in Atlanta earlier, and then flew into Portland, and my daughter and I she's driving, I'm not, but we stopped and got something to eat and driving to her house on the coast of Oregon. So it sounds like you guys are having all the fun tonight. You're having all the technical issues, and my fellow mods are having all the troll issues. Y'all are just having all the fun tonight without me.
We're having a wonderful time tonight, yeah. But they nipped that pretty quick, so that was good about the trolls. So
it was so quick that I wasn't even able to read it in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, 101's been slamming them left and right. I know. I've been tuning in a little bit of the show tonight. But
y'all all do
I ain't there
amazing.
to enjoy all the fun with you guys.
Yeah, all you guys are so amazing. We appreciate all of you guys, Jim. Were you able to hear the song, Jim?
Yes, that is a fantastic song. I like it. That's
Thank
what
you.
I was at. What else I was going to call you about? Yeah, it's a great song.
Thank you.
Who did that song for you?
So it's one of our viewers. His name's Fat Redall, and he's done a few.
Oh, okay.
He's done some stuff for Alex and Juice and stuff like that. So very talented, very talented. We really appreciate that. So.
Oh yeah.
And he's
he's really talented.
Yeah, he can relate a little bit to losing someone in the military. So it was a good thing for him and us. So we appreciate it. He's a great dude.
Yeah.
And everybody's saying
everybody's saying
in the chat, congrats to your twin grandchildren, Jim.
Oh, thank them. I thank them all. Very nice group that we've got there. Family get those trolls in there every now and then, but seems like tonight y'all the other mods has had their hands full with them. Every time I tune in for a minute, I'm seeing where somebody's being deleted or put in timeout. I'm like, dang, what's going on tonight?
This whole
Must be a
week,
full moon or something.
Well, this whole week, the trolls have just been awful in everybody's chats. We only had one or two here, but I mean, they've been awful in so many people's chats, and it's just, like I said, it's a shame that people don't have anything better to do with their life. You know what I mean?
Well, it's all these morons that live in mommy's basement and play video games and try to figure out what they can disrupt all night.
I agree.
And,
they're
they
miserable, so they try to make everybody else miserable.
Yeah, they just need to get a life or get a damn job, one of the two.
Yeah.
Keep them busy.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I have very little tolerance, as you guys know, with that kind of crap.
Hey.
Especially when they come in there and make a comment about one of our veterans or stuff. I mean, I'll boot them in a heartbeat.
Please do.
It's just, there was one there that one night that made a couple remarks, and I was like, nope, you're gone, bye.
Yeah.
Well, you know how
those belong under the bridge.
That's right. And you know what our community is about. We don't have time for that. We're here. We're a good family, a good community, a loving community. We just spend time together and have a good time. And so we don't need any of that. Where you can see where it's going, and it's not going to come back from where it's going.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you might as well get rid of those people.
Right.
So
yeah, it's it's all about the support and recognition for our veterans. And without our veterans and without our active duty military, we wouldn't have these idiots wouldn't have the right to do shit that they do.
Right.
Not that they have a right to come in and disrupt it anyway, but you know what I'm saying.
Amen.
In other countries, if you did something like that, they'd just cut your head off.
Yeah, for sure. That's right. Well,
I mean, they don't realize how much blood's been shed to give them the right of free speech to where they can say something, whether it's off the wall or not in good taste or whatever. But, if you went over into some of these communist countries, you wouldn't do that but one time.
That's right.
Well, here's the thing. We are 100% blessed with the ability to have free speech, right? Like, you have that.
Mm-hmm.
But just because you have free speech doesn't mean that all consequences are taken away. So you can say what you want to.
That's right.
Don't mean
That's right.
you say what you want to. Don't mean that recuses you from facing the consequences after you say it. And
absolutely.
So you say it, you type it, okay, bye. Like.
Yeah. Yep. I got the right to boot you out of there too, just as good as you do the right to come in there. But to me, it's just very poor judgment and poor taste to come in and try to disrupt something that somebody's doing for a good benefit, like what Patriot Pride's about. And I mean, it infuriates me. Some of the mods, they'll warn them or whatever, and if they say that off the wall crap, I just boot them. They're gone.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Find you another room to disrupt, but not this one.
Well, and another thing is, like, and I have to say this to Adam, like this is Adam puts so much time. I don't. I show up, right? Like I have the easy. I come and sit in this chair while he's doing all this stuff. I'm over here looking on my phone, like all this kind of stuff. Adam puts 30 to 40 hours a week in doing this to be able to, and that's that's what he does. And to sit and see how much time he's put into it and what it means to him. That's why I'm here, right? There's times where I don't want to come and show up and this, that, and the other. Not, it's just life's hectic, but you make a plan because I know the time that he's put in, and people don't realize that the time that he puts in. I looked up today and he's got 4,000 and something emails, right? Like it's you got 38 missed calls, you shipping out, and he does it, and it's like, dude, how do you keep? I would have done lost it. I would have done lost it on a lot of people, and I'm like, how do you?
Right.
How do you keep it?
So here's the deal. I used to be a lot different than I am now, guys.
Oh, 100, yes.
And so I try
that's what's
my
so
best.
Amazing.
Yeah, I have to channel Jesus a lot. And so, I go to that level sometimes, but I don't like going to that level. It's very difficult to get me to that level, Jim. But sometimes
Right.
sometimes I get there, and when I get there, it's not good for anybody around me. So I try to just stay calm. And, the main thing is it's just not worth it. It's not, and I know the people are, that's all they're trying to do is they're trying to get people riled up and they're trying to get people upset. Now, there are times people make mistakes, right?
Yeah.
And it's all good. Everybody makes mistakes. We make the mistakes right and we move on. You know what I mean?
So.
Right. Yeah. Well, sometimes somebody will say something off the wall and they don't realize it after they look at it or after one of the mods delete their comment or something. And, but sometimes it's just horrible stuff that they throw out there.
Yeah.
Or they make fun of one of the callers or one of the panel guests, or the night you had Alex on there, there was a couple people that made some rude, crude comments, and I just booted their asses. I said, no.
Yeah.
You're not going to come in here and disrupt and make fun of a guest host that Adam worked hard to get to come onto the channel with him,
And a lot of people, I don't mean to interrupt you, but a lot of people, like, they judge book by covers, right? And unless you sit, if I was to see Alex, and he's an amazing guy, but a lot of people get turned off, with the tattoo, and they prejudge and they don't know somebody's heart, right? Like, find out the guy's heart. Find out, like, and this is me too, like, let's not be so judgmental all the time on the first thing. First impressions are huge, right? But I'm going to give, some people might not like him. Hey, he's been nothing but 100%, 120% supportive of us. And until that changes, he's got our back. We got his back. And just like everybody else here in the chat, like, we want to help out as much as we can, but don't mistake our kindness for weakness. And with that being said, like, we will bend over backwards to help the people who are helping themselves and helping, their cause. But, like, just think before you type. Would you say that? Would you say whatever you said in front of me right now, or whatever? And the chats have been pretty good, but would you say it in front of somebody, or are you saying it because you 3,000 miles away, right? Like,
yeah. And the thing about it is, I mean, we're a tight knit community here. I mean, we're kind of a small community in this true crime genre, I guess you'd say. And I mean, at the end of the day, everybody should be here to support one another because it's all about the end cause, right? And in this case, it's all about Nancy. And so, all of these guys, and that's what it's all about, is being here for each other. At the end of the day, I got your back, you got my back. And that's just what it should be about. And, you get people in these rooms and they try to turn people against each other, and they lie. They're sitting back laughing, twiddling their thumb about it. And it's just so it's sad, really, that people, that's all that they want to spend their time on. And so here's the deal. At the end of the day, I'm here. I support everybody I can because that's what God's put on my heart, right? So I'm here to help anybody in the world I can help out. And, until they disrespect me or what we stand for. And even if they do, we pray for them. But like Mike said, there's consequences to things, right? So we do the best we can and we move on. So, but at the end of the day, we're all here to help each other out. And I think those guys out there are doing a great job. I think, everybody that's trying to keep her name alive in whatever form or fashion they're trying to do it in, that's the biggest thing. Not the ones out here trying to nitpick small things here and there out of somebody, their live stream to try to put against them. It's just wrong. That's not what we're here to do. And unfortunately, that's a lot of what YouTube is about nowadays. But that's going to come to light, and all those people, people will really see through all
They're
that.
going to answer for it one day.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But anyway, Jim,
But,
go ahead.
With the Patriot Pride community, we try to make it a little family, and it has become a family. You guys are a big part of my weekly routine, I guess you'd say. But we try to make it a family-oriented channel or whatever, and then you get these butt heads that just want to come in there and disrupt everything. It's sad. It's sad that they ain't got something better to do with their life, that they could do something productive. If they want to downgrade everybody that's out there doing something to try to keep Nancy's case alive, why don't they go out there and search in the desert for a while? Get out there in that heat like Dolly and so many of the other guys has, Alex and Juice and all them have. Get out, lace your boots up and go out there and look.
Yeah, instead of wasting that energy.
Have a little bit of.
Yeah, instead of wasting that energy.
Right, sitting in Mama's basement.
Yeah, instead of wasting the energy, saying derogatory things or, trying to talk about people, put that energy in, a positive direction, like you said, and at least talk about somebody that's missing, if that's what your genre is, and you want to focus on true crime. Bring awareness to somebody, positive awareness, instead of bringing negativity around. That's just what it shouldn't be about. So anyway,
and in our chat, 99.9% of the people that come in here are 100% legit. Would bend up, like they're just awesome people, and that's why I show up, right?
Oh yeah.
And I'm not gonna let that that 0.10% ruin my night, because we got 99.9% of everybody in here is like looking forward to it and looking forward to seeing everybody in the chats, and like listening to that song. Like that song brought me, like it brought chills to me, and I needed that today, right? Like it was more like, hey, we've been going. Dad's been in the hospital, this, that, and the other. The prayers that were reached out, like it truly felt like, hey, like I'm not by myself. Even though I don't know majority, I don't know these people, but it was like, hey, they took the time to put in the chat, like, hey, praying for your dad. Like,
thank you, Charlotte.
Right.
that
means more than you know, and it doesn't go unnoticed.
How is your dad doing, Mike?
He's doing
How's your dad doing?
He's doing good. He's home. We're just waiting to get back some test results and see what direction we need to go and what actually is causing the issue.
Sikorsky, put him in an air fryer.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. But Jim, hey, we love you, brother, and thank you so much, man.
I'll
and
let you go, man.
Safe travels and congratulations to your granddaughters.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you,
Talk
Jim.
to you guys later.
All right.
Y'all have a good night.
You too, man.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And there was a guy that was in the chat. It was USC something. He coached for 20 years. I was gonna say what's up, because he was like, Devin's having a great time at camp.
Hello, this is Patriot Pride.
Hey guys, it's Sikorsky.
What's up, Sikorsky? It's good to hear from you.
Yeah, good to hear from you guys too. I've been sitting here dialing a number that I thought was y'all's number, but it was some number in Christmas, Florida.
Well, you got us now. That's all that matters. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I was just calling in to say that I really dig that song that you guys had on earlier, and I think it would be cool if y'all clipped like the part where they're saying "Patriot Pride."
Yeah.
Maybe that part could be y'all's intro or something.
Yeah, most definitely.
The more I'm thinking about it, I think I got to figure out how to do that, but I'm not very. I'm technologically advanced, but not like
You enough to.
I don't deal with social media and all that stuff. Like
here,
I don't deal with that.
I got you perfect. You are technologically advanced enough to get your ass in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't deal with it. I don't deal with it, Sikorsky.
I know just a little bit, but when
Right.
stuff goes wrong, I don't know how to fix it.
Yeah. So what have you been up to,
Yeah.
Sikorsky?
When y'all come? Well, I've been working.
Yeah, that's about all there is to do, isn't it?
But yeah, I don't work. I don't live in my mom's basement. So y'all don't ever have to worry about that. But and I'm used to like delay crap because I deal with it a lot with my job. Because I work from home and I talk to people on the phone, so I know how to whatever.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna say. I was thinking, when you guys were talking about the military stuff earlier, there was this guy that my mom got inspired by, when she was going into the Navy, basically, and there was this young guy, and his name is Wayne Caron, and he was only 21 years old. He went over to Vietnam. He was a hospital corpsman, and he was basically he was with these Marines and they were taking fire, and him being the medic, upon seeing 2 Marine casualties fall, he immediately ran forward to render first aid, but found that they were dead. At this time, the platoon was taken under intense small arms and all that. So he kept moving from each one of these guys was getting hit. He was getting hit too. The last thing he was able to do was he laid on top of the last guy to protect him, and he died. They gave him the Medal of Honor. He's buried in Arlington. But that guy was only 21 years old, and my mom was inspired by that man, and that's what made her want to become a corpsman. And so what Jim was saying earlier too, people, this is the wrong platform in chat to come in and badmouth like that kind of stuff or try to pick fights.
Yeah,
or whatever.
and the thing about it is we got people all over the nation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With military connections.
No, I mean, yeah, and I'm not trying to, like, sound cheesy or anything about, like, mention people like Nancy Grace or whatever, but, there's these shows where, they honor, like, someone that's, fallen. It doesn't have to be even recent. I was just thinking maybe you guys could even once a week on, have, like, a little small segment in your shows even, pick somebody that's random. You know what I mean? It's like easy to find the information out there and give these people props. I mean, my dying wish is that people will still go into the cemetery up there and pay respects to all their fallens and go around everybody like kids, Boy Scouts, whatever you want to call it. People just need to educate themselves about people like your nephew even, you know what I mean? Because exactly what you guys say, we would not even be having this conversation right now if that didn't happen.
Yep. Amen. 100%. And that's a good idea. Maybe I can look into that and just, at least shout somebody out, at least maybe somebody or a couple people, maybe I can look into that. That's a really good idea.
And another thing, I'm not trying to impose or anything, but if you guys ever need anything done remotely, I'm all about helping y'all.
We appreciate that.
I don't know how much longer I'll be down here. I don't know how much longer I'll be down here in Orlando, but it'd be cool if y'all were coming down here soon. It'd be nice to meet y'all or whatever. But otherwise, I'm going to be heading my happy butt back up to Virginia and stuff,
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I want to try to do a meetup this summer sometime. So, and we've had some people reach out to us and want to do that. So I'd love to do that at some point this summer. So.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be able to put you guys up in my place. I live in a shoebox, so.
Oh, that's
yeah,
okay.
we
No,
go.
I
Yeah,
think
we would.
we'll be all right. Yeah, but we'd love to meet up for sure.
So,
Well, no, I mean
yeah, man. But I'm gonna. No, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I'd love to meet up with a lot of you guys. I think it'd be awesome and we'd have a really good time.
He said he'd make a shorter version.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome.
Well, all right, Sikorsky, let me run. Let me see if I can grab this other line real quick.
Yeah.
See you, girl.
Yeah, you need to get Mike some food. See you, Mike. Good to see you again, man.
Good to see you
It's
too. I'm gonna go get me some Waffle House and then smoke me a cigar.
Alrighty, man.
It's
Love y'all.
always good to talk to you. See you later, okay?
Yep.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
We love
She is
Sikorsky.
awesome.
Yeah, we love Sikorsky. All right, guys, we'll take just a couple more calls. I'm gonna leave this phone.
Oh, it went from one more call to a couple
I'm
more.
gonna leave the
calls?
no.
Oh,
I'm gonna
shit.
leave the phone up.
So 2
for-
hours. It's 2 more hours now.
No. We're gonna wind this thing down. We're gonna leave the phone lines open for a couple more minutes, guys. So if anybody else wants to call, I missed a couple calls while we're on the phone there. So you're welcome to call in. So he said he'd shorten it down. That's cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hello, this is Patriot Pride.
This is not. What's his name again? The guy, the ciphers. Well, this is Rawsonator anyway.
This is Rawsonator. I got you.
Just a quick little thing. But anyway, what was that guy's name again? Everybody thought I was.
I don't know who you're talking about.
But anyway, the guy with the ciphers, doing all the ciphers. You were talking about him earlier.
Oh, Richard. Okay. Yeah, I got you.
The guy. But anyway, quick little thing. The Fed. Yeah, Richard. Yeah, not Richard. I was trying to breathe.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
Now, I'll go and tell you, when I heard the breath, I was like, oh my gosh,
yeah.
this is going to be an interesting call.
What's up, Rawsonator? What are you up to, man?
Yeah, but anyway, the Fed's conviction rate is 98%. Okay, I just want to correct you. I hear you keep saying 90, 95. It's 98%, and they're all plea agreements, just like you said, because when they got you, they got you. So they're all plea agreements. It's 98%. That's all I wanted to say. Just
Awesome, man. Well, thank you. Yeah,
the Fed conviction rate's 98%.
I knew it was pretty good, whatever the case was. Yeah.
That's all I got.
Hey, it's good. It's always good to hear from
Hey,
you.
appreciate it.
Yes.
All right. See you, brother.
Yes.
All right, man. Bye.
Ciphers.
Later.
I'm thinking.
Later, dude.
Somebody asked in the chat, like, what? I'm thinking 125.
I'm trying to get my chat back here, guys. I figured out how to turn the voice off.
What did you hit?
The voice button. But
Where was the voice
But
button?
it disappeared.
So we'll know next
it
time.
disappeared once. It's right here, but it disappeared.
So how did you get it back?
I just found it.
If it disappeared, how did you find it?
I don't know. I just found it. Anyway, so guys, thank you guys so much for smashing the like button. I think we're at like almost 700. So thank you guys for that. If you hadn't hit the subscribe button yet, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you're here,
Somebody was up for 28 hours.
a lot of people watched that.
Good God.
A lot of people watched that thing last night, man. That was a terrible situation. I feel so bad for that whole situation. So, so anyway, but yeah, back to. I just want to make a real quick statement. I support everybody. I
100.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any ill will toward anybody, and I'm not going to unless they disrespect me, my family, or what we're standing for. And if they do, then we'll talk about it, but I respect everybody out there, all these guys out there.
And even if they disrespect, right? Like, it's how they handle it after the fact, right? Like, if they messed up something, if they intentionally disrespected, okay, that's one thing. But if they said something out of pocket, not necessarily knowing or this and that, it's all in how you handle the situation after the fact.
Certainly. So all these men and women out here, doing everything they're doing as far as trying to bring awareness to this case and everything, and all these other cases, I support you guys, and I respect you guys, and so there's people talking about sides here, and you're following this guy. I support everybody because everybody supports me. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody in the true crime genre has been nothing but open arms.
Everybody, yeah.
And has shouted us out and and a lot of it is because of our chats, right? Like our community of like how respectful it is when they've come in and they've seen like, oh man, like so it's a thanks to y'all, but nobody has given us. It's not a us versus them. It's not a Dolly has helped us tremendously. Like Mabs helped us tremendously, and I'm only speaking for the people that I know and that I've come in contact with. I'm sure there are bukus more that you know, right? Like Juice and Alex and like all of them guys. Them are the people that I know. Them are the people that I've kind of had interactions with, and all of y'all. Outside of that, like if you have people that you shout out all the time. I didn't know anything about the Justin guy, right?
Yeah.
You before we went on air, you told me about it, and I was like, man, that's pretty cool. Like how the YouTube people have rallied around him.
Sikorsky, yes, and 101, I've got to make that happen. I've sent everything else out but that, so we're going to make that happen tomorrow, guys. So I'm so sorry for that, but it's been a crazy few days. There was one thing I was going to say. I wanted to say this, and I lost my train of thought, Mike.
I'm sorry I interrupted.
No, you're good. Yeah, I mean, everybody's welcomed us. Everybody from JLR to Dolly, and from Alex to Juice. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. So it was an honor to me the other night that I was watching 857, and he said that he shouted us out. I just said, hey, to everybody. He said, he took a minute and he said, that he really enjoyed watching us and that we operated very professionally over here. That was so,
yes,
that was an honor to me, to hear somebody like that say something about us. So anyway, all right, guys, I'm going to leave the phone line open literally for like 2 more minutes. So if anybody wants to call, I'll give you guys to like 105, and then we'll get out of here.
So USC Shane, I actually had one of my athletes actually played for South Carolina. So if they aren't playing Georgia, I like South Carolina Gamecocks.
Go Dogs.
They aren't playing Georgia.
Go Dogs.
Oh, I'm a dog through and through, but like when you have athletes that actually go and play, like it's different, right? Like I want them to have a good game, but I still want their team to lose.
The Dogs will win the national championship this year, guys.
I'll go ahead and tell you, and I was telling you, so I understand now, and I've been coaching for 20-something years. I understand now what got the Dogs over the top, right? Like, we've had some good coaches in the past, but Kirby's on another level, dude. He was so time management. Like, he had them kids, the drills that they were running, it was 5 seconds. They were 5 seconds behind on a drill. That was the longest.
Wow.
To run 722 kids through, and the longest drill that ran over was 5 seconds.
That's pretty good.
It was amazing to watch.
That's right, Dark Knight. Go Dogs. All right, guys, you got about 45 more seconds.
Time.
Sorry, I was reading something. You guys got about 45 more seconds if you want to call in. And I think we missed one call. A little earlier. So if you want to call back in, I think it was a 270 number. So
we've missed several calls. There's been 33 missed calls, bro.
33 missed calls, guys. Sorry. We can only take one at a time. So, but no, Sikorsky and 101, I'm telling you, I'm going to get with you guys tomorrow, and we're going to get that figured out. So, well,
we
thank you so
appreciate
much,
that.
USC Shane. That's awesome of you. Thank you so much. Hello, this is Patriot Pride.
Adam, hey Mike.
What's up? How are you?
I just want to call in and say I love the music tonight.
Yeah, that right there got me. That that made my night.
That'd be a good intro for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't thank Fat Redal enough for doing that. He said he's going to clip it down, and so we'll have that for our intro. I think Alex or maybe Fat Redal also is doing a thumbnail. I did a pretty simple thumbnail for it that we put up a little earlier, but those guys are much more talented than me in the artistic world, so maybe they can come up with something as well. So, but yeah, it was really cool. I can't thank him enough for that. So I'm glad you liked it, Patricia.
Yeah, I really love that. And I tell you, the other night, the couple shows before this, where you had that clown thing that they made of all the YouTubers.
Yes.
I didn't put that up because I
What I'm
really,
talking about, the video.
yeah, I really don't even want. Honestly, Patricia, I love you, but I really don't even want to talk about that because I don't want to upset anybody. People.
Well, that's what I want to tell you. That sort of made me mad.
Yeah. Well,
Because if it hadn't been for y'all, I mean, this would have been swept up under the rug a long time ago.
Yeah, and I think
feel
I
like.
think also too, and I'm not even gonna say it. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. So, everybody expresses themselves in a different way, and I don't want to ruffle anybody's feathers. I try to support and be supportive to other people as much as I can. So, but yeah, Patricia, you got to try that. Go ahead.
I think they ought to ban the channel. Whoever put that up. That's
Yeah.
what I think.
Well,
'Cause that was just disrespectful.
well, make sure you try that sauce and that rub for me before Sunday.
Oh, I'm gonna try it out. I guarantee you on that.
All right. Well, I'm
Well,
excited.
let us
Can't
know.
wait to try it out.
I'm excited to hear what you think about it.
I'll let you know.
All right. We'll talk to you later, Patricia.
Hey, listen, hey,
Yep.
I think. All right.
No, go ahead. Say
Go
what
ahead.
you were gonna say.
Go ahead.
Bye.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Well, let me run this by you. Y'all got the rub and everything, and I was thinking about making me squash fries. Y'all ever tried squash fries?
Yes, ma'am. I just made some squash a couple days ago, actually.
I'm gonna make me some squash fries and put some on that.
All
See how it
purpose.
goes.
Put the all purpose.
Yep. That's what I was thinking.
All right. Well, let us know on Sunday how you liked it. Okay.
All right. Well, y'all have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
Y'all be safe out there.
All right. Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye bye. All right. We missed a 270 number. We'll be glad to take that call if you want to give us a call back.
Somebody said I'm about to slide out my chair. I am. When I have to get low in the chair, once I sit here for more than 3 or 4 hours, and it's getting to that point where I'm having to to relieve my back.
Go Dogs.
So you said War Eagle. So like I said, I was at that camp this yesterday. It started, and so we had at 12. I'm sitting there. We're going through the lines, and there was this guy that was in front of me, and I know a lot of the coaches, and just being around it and having athletes that go through this thing. So my son's sitting there, and we're sitting there talking, and there was this guy that was sitting in front of us, and as we're talking, all the coaches are coming up talking to him, blah, blah, blah. So we got to talking. He found out that I had a cryo business. He's like, hey, can I get your number? So I ended up giving him my number, and he sent me a message. And I knew that he had played ball, but I didn't know who it was. And it come into my text message, and guess who it was? Brown, the running back that went got drafted from. He went to Auburn, got drafted 2nd pick overall for the Miami Dolphins.
Okay.
And we got to talking. It was a pretty cool, and he was
That's
just
awesome.
an average guy.
That's awesome,
The number
dude.
2 pick in the draft was sitting right there. Brought his son to the dang Georgia camp.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, 270. If you want to call back, we'll leave this open for just a couple more minutes, and we'll take the call. If not, then we'll wind things down. But guys, thank you guys so much for everything that you guys have done tonight, just for being here with us. How many likes are we at, guys? I saw someone saying let's get to 700. I'm not sure how many we're at, but if you guys are here for the first time, just please make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button. And again, just thank you guys. If anybody out there donated monetarily or just with your time, just thank you so much for, again, hitting the subscribe button and hitting the like button. Mike, they want to know what's a cryo business. We're at 669, guys. If we can get 31 more likes, guys, we got a bunch of people in here. So if you hadn't,
Yeah, it was Ronnie Brown.
If you hadn't hit the like button yet, guys, please hit the like button for us real quick.
So
hold on. Hello, this is. I said that because I figured I was going to have to hang that one up real quick. So,
So cryo. So I own a cryotherapy business. I have a couple of sports-based businesses, but one of them is cryotherapy, and we actually do targeted cryotherapy. So we go to high schools, colleges, gymnasts, like wherever athletes are, and we actually will do targeted. So we do cryo on your elbow, your knee, your hamstring, lower back, whatever you need. Instead of getting in a chamber, we actually isolate it into the area that you're needing it. So, hey, I'll go ahead and tell you, he might not have, but he was a Pro Bowler, and he is an amazing guy. I'd rather, like, the guy is 100% legit. I had the utmost respect for him after meeting him.
So guys, all right. I guess 270 is not wanting to call back in, so that's cool. I think what we'll do tonight, guys, is we'll leave on an outro with the song one more time because I think everybody liked that song. So I'm so proud of it. So again, Fat Readout, thank you so much for that. And guys, again, just thank you all for joining us this evening. It's awesome to be here.
Have you cut the phone lines off?
I have not, but
Why don't we do that
all
while
right.
we do the song? Because if not, somebody's going to call in.
And then what am I going to do?
You're going to be one more call.
Thornbridge, I'm so sorry because I lost my chat, but thank you so much for your support. Thanks for tonight's show. Thank you all for what you do for the veterans and Gold Star families. Like and subscribe. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for your support. We appreciate that. And always good to have you guys. We love you guys. Literally, I feel like this is my family on Wednesdays and Sundays. I look forward to being here and talking to you guys, and I hope you guys feel the same way. So that's what we try to bring you guys, is just that kind of community, that feeling. So we'll take the phone lines down. Mike said take the phone lines down, so we'll do that. But again, guys, I just want to thank everybody for coming in tonight. Again, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button on the way out if you don't mind.
My phone's ringing. I'm not accepting it.
We're gonna we only need 15 more likes. Can we get 15 likes before we run out of here, guys? If you hadn't hit the like button, real quick, just do me a favor. That's all I'm asking of you. Hit the like button, and somebody let me know if we get to 700. We only need 15. So again, thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed the little snippet of Richard's video as well. So do this for me. I don't remember exactly what you guys said, but saying what we said tonight, you guys put in the chat, put 1 if you want to hear from Richard and put 2 if you don't. And it's fine either way, but I'd like to know next time I talk to him kind of what the consensus was. So put 1 if you would like to talk to Richard and put a 2 if you would not. And either way's fine. So just let us know real quick if you don't mind. We're at 691, guys. Hit that like button.
1.
I understand. Most people do, and again, I understand of those that don't, that may have a preconceived notion of kind of. I understand, it's okay, but most people do. Yeah, I'd say 90% of people do. We only need 7 likes, guys. Hit that like button. Yeah, Richard's got a couple of videos up, guys. If you're interested, go check those out. Yeah, so we need 5 more likes, guys. Give us five likes, and we'll hit the song. We'll hit the Fat Readout song. You guys can enjoy it on the way out. So, and Mike and I are going to go smoke a cigar and get some Waffle House. Thank you, Larry. We appreciate you.
Hey, we need to work. We need to talk about Waffle House actually throwing up a little.
We need to get a little sponsorship, little sponsorship on our videos for Waffle
Right.
House. Yeah. All right, guys. Let's see what we're at real quick. What did 101 say? Too fast for me to see. Towards the end of the show, I think 2 times ago something weird happened without really. My caller, you can say what happened. Might have been on StreamYard. Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
What now?
I love that we all have our own opinions. Yeah, I love that we all can have our own opinions and respect each other. Yeah, it's all about, hey, that's what debate is about. Is speaking your opinions but being respectful. 702. Awesome job, guys. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. Can't do it without you guys. So again, thank you guys for being here with us. All of our mods, you guys are unbelievably awesome. Thank you so much. we love you guys, and God willing, we'll be back on Sunday. If we don't do something before then, if we do, I'll let you guys know. But as we go out here, guys, I'll let you guys hear this song one more time.
And how long's this song? I just want to.
It's about 3 minutes.
So 3 minutes. We're at 1:16. I was 5 minutes off again, y'all.
All right, guys. We love you guys. Have a great rest of your week. And again, thank you for everything that you've done for us and that you continue to do. We appreciate you guys.
In memory we find purpose. Through the pain we find light. For the heroes who stood for us. We stand before you to tell your story. Still carrying the fight. From the front lines of hometown streets, we stand side by side. For the families left behind. This is patriot pride. Raise 'em high, let the truth be told. Every story, every soul. Honor, courage, sacrifice. Keeping legacies alive. Searching for the truth. Through the darkness, through the light. For the fallen and the brave. This is patriot pride. Here on Patriot Pride, we cover true crime. We uncover the stories that deserve answers. The cases that demand attention. Solving the mysteries within. And finding the truths hidden beneath the headlines. In between all the public officials' lies. Because honoring the fallen means seeking the truth. From sacrifice comes purpose. From remembrance comes action. This is patriot pride, true crime, where every story matters and every hero is remembered. In honor of Ryan King and all that have fallen before, now and beyond, your stories will carry on. Here's some advice given by First Lieutenant Daniel Hyde, who gave the ultimate sacrifice. Do not accept mediocrity in any aspect of your life. Patriot pride is now live. Patriot pride is now live.
Thanks so much, guys. We love you. We'll see you next time. You guys have a good night.
Peace.